Who would like to do us the honors here?
We got a D20 off.
You gotta roll, yeah. You guys gotta roll.
That is the way.
The way. This is the way.
Oh, I'm feeling pretty safe this week.
Look, I'm feeling pretty safe.
Tony, did you get a haircut?
I
Looks
did.
like it's
Looks
Yeah.
nice.
I got like a
Hey.
major haircut. They chopped like half a foot off my head.
looks like
Like-
it's Connor.
Yep. Connor. What did we do last week? What happened?
I don't know, some stuff.
Who are you
Yeah,
guys?
Last week I went out to dinner, I think. And Dad
Last week was your
visited you?
birthday. Yeah, last week was your birthday. Take it away, Penny. Connor?
It's highest.
No, we've been doing lowest like
Yeah,
every week.
I thought we've been doing lowest.
It's
We've-
been lowest every week. That
It's
was the
been
meme in the
lowest,
beginning.
like, every week.
Oh, why did I think it was highest?
That's
I don't
been
know,
the meme.
2 weeks in a row.
Whole better. I don't know what you want.
We're all worse.
So last week. Oh, I have it open already. Nice. Dude, I was like, oh, highest. I'm good.
I mean, I'll do it if you don't want the inspiration, Connor. Oh, wait, we already have inspiration. We should just let Tony do it.
Well, the way I want to play, so going forward, you have inspiration for your birthday,
Yeah,
both of you.
yeah.
So you can't stack, yeah. So
Actually, that's why I said we should let Tony do it.
I don't mind.
Yeah, he can get the
well,
inspiration. and then I'll
Tony,
fill it
no,
out.
because the inspiration goes to the person who rolls it initially. So you can't all get inspiration.
Connor, Tony has advantage or disadvantage.
Tony can do it, but he will not be awarded inspiration, for he is not the
So-
chosen one.
Last session, we was basically like started with the planning, right?
Yeah,
Is
I
that where
think
we
so.
started?
Yeah, we did a
Because
lot of planning
The,
last
the
week.
session before that, we did the like the. Oh, pull my headphones out. Hold up. Yeah, the session before that, we did the mission where we were following Curly and checking out the professor. So we basically came up with the plan of how we were going to scoop up what the hell is his name? The guy.
Ian.
Ian. I was gonna say Liam, but I know it's not right, but I know it's close. So we came up with the plan of how we're gonna scoop him up while being very close to we were staying at the toast of the town to have Lugo watch him, find his ledger. And when he went into his tent, we are gonna scoop him up. And so we got there, we started doing that. On the way there, we ran into Mutton Chops being chased by the Russo brothers. And I cut off the Russo brother to be a dick to him because he sucks. And then when we got to the vulnerable bit, to the toast of the town, we were prepping there, and I was looking through Lugo's eyes. I was talking to Lugo, and then the Russo brothers came there looking for Mutton Chops, and we got rid of him. Then after that, I went out back and saw Mutton Chops hiding. We brought him in, and we got information from him, and he was telling us that people were looking for us, and that everything that we are being told, a lot of what we're being told, is a lie. That we are just being played and used, and that Hearn is actually dead. That he's just being used as like a shadow that doesn't actually exist anymore, and that we need to figure out who's really real and who's on our side and who's not on our side. And then it ended with Mutton Chops leaving. Oh, and we also got Mutton Chop's real name. And it was...
Nasir.
Nasir, yes. Yes.
Okay.
We have our 5-head plan.
Our
Yes.
5-head plan is now about to continue.
Yeah,
So I gotta grab some
in motion.
Yeah, that was the best thing about Nasir, is that he like actually didn't really interfere with our plans at all.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, I believe Scorn had just finished observing Ian leave last time he checked in, and there seemed to have been some sort of disguising spell put on this journal of his, and he left his tent and hadn't returned in that 10-minute window of which you had view into the tent. Then Nasir came, so he has just left. You are in the back of Toast of the Town with this core dump of information. Whether or not it's trustworthy is up to you, but we'll pick up right there.
All right, guys. So we just want to wait till nightfall and then move in? Or, I mean, I guess it is nightfall. It's
Yeah, what time is it right now?
It is
It's like right after
7:20.
dinner, right? Yeah.
Like 7:20.
We're gonna chill here till midnight. I think that was the plan, right?
yeah.
Like dead of night.
Right, maybe even later. Just like when everyone's sound asleep. Hopefully. Because I heard Arthur said that Curly goes to bed last, right? He hardly sleeps. So,
I'll be invisible as long as he's
true.
Fucking flawless.
away.
So just to recap though, the plan is for all of us to be in that little side storage room kind of building, dressed as workers, correct?
Yeah, you two are gonna be dressed as
And, like,
workers.
Sam can sneak in,
I'm gonna be invisible.
but but he won't be able to like carry Ian out well, you know.
Right.
So I
Right.
think it needs to be you and I. Maybe we can use the barrel that we brought Sam in.
Yes, that's the exact plan. We're gonna put him in that barrel, and then Scorn, you have the meat that the gentleman gave us. You're gonna drop that by the dogs, so they're distracted, which will let me sneak in undetected.
Mhm.
And then I have this paralysis poison that I'm gonna use on him, and then I'm gonna grab the book, and then we're gonna dump him into the barrel. And you guys are gonna just carry the barrel, look like you're working for the inn, and then we're just gonna hightail it out of there on the cart with the barrel.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, I might have missed one thing. Just to clarify, so I fully understand. Who's putting Ian into the barrel once he's unconscious? We are, or you are?
Both. Well, I'll like knock Ian out and get him, to the back side of the tent. But you guys will probably have to take him into the barrel and carry him out, and then I'll probably go invisible again.
Okay, and
Um,
then that book. Just so we all are aware of this, it looks like he's put some sort of incantation on that.
Yeah, it looks like a red prayer book to Helm, right? That's
Yeah.
how you described it.
Yeah. But we don't know what else that incantation may have done, so I think it might be best to just dispel that if possible.
Yeah,
I'll
I mean, Sarah, you have dispel magic, right? Do you have any uses of those left?
let's find out. I have exactly 2 uses left.
Okay,
Okay.
so if you guys want to, if Sarah, if you want to dispel magic, I don't know how it works, not being magically inclined, but the 10, if there's anything magical incantations going on with it, and then
Oh, go ahead.
and then that'll make it so I can maybe sneak in without,
So
Set
you
off
can't
any-
just like walk into a room and dispel magic. You have to target
You actually
something.
can.
You have to target something.
You can click. You can do a magical effect object.
Yes, but that would require identification of a magical effect. Right now, you
No,
don't know
it says
what
you
that
can
is.
Choose one object, and then for every spell that's affecting it, it has I have to do a DC check.
Correct. But what I'm saying is you can't walk into a room and then nuke all magic.
But if his object
exactly
is the
what it
10,
does.
if his
On
object
one
is the
object.
10,
Well, that would, yeah, I think that would dispel magic on literally the tent specifically. I get what you're saying, Jared. Like it's,
It's
not
not
an
like-
area kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not an
just a
AoE
one
thing.
object thing.
You take an object or a creature, and anything affecting that specific thing, any incantation on that thing, is dispelled. That's how it works.
But Sareth, are you feeling magically depleted at all?
Not in terms of dispel magic. I feel like I can use it to the maximum amount that I would be able to.
Okay, well, regardless, here you go, and I'll touch Sareth. Well, but you're feeling depleted in some senses, though.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll use a bolstering magic on Sareth. So
What does that do?
we roll a, what is it? A D3, which is the most annoying thing to roll. And you restore a first level spell slot if it's missing.
I'm full on first level.
Okay, then never mind.
We use one before and then get it refilled.
yeah, quick, use a first level spell right now for free.
I compel duel.
Oh shit.
Okay, I guess that was maybe not the best use of that, but that's fine.
That's all right.
We're chilling.
I'm trying to think of how we could do this magic incantation that we saw him do.
Well, we saw him turn the book into the Red Helm book. So
Wait,
If
Soren, aren't you able to identify things or like detect magic?
yeah, I am, but
So what if there's nothing in the room? Or you can detect it and see there is a magical effect, and I can dispel that specific magical effect.
that's true.
That would be valid.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so
Then for
well,
identifying, if there's multiple, I'll have to use multiple uses of it. But if we identify a single effect, then I can dispel it.
so maybe as you walk by to give the dogs the meat, you can use your quick magic sense to see in the tent area, and then when you guys meet in that storage closet, we can discuss what things to dispel.
Well, I think we should give the meat to the dogs like right before we enter. I don't think we should give the meat to the dogs and then go back into the.
Okay, yeah, we can do it that way too.
I think once we're all in there, I'll just do my thing. I'll point to what needs dispelling, and then we'll go from there.
That sounds good.
All right. Glad we talked this out. We have an even more elaborate plan than before.
Yes,
So
now
it's
it's a 6-head
It's
plan
not.
now.
It's more detailed. It's not elaborate. It's just.
I don't. Now that we've got the plan settled, do we want to talk about what Mutton Chops was just talking about, like
Right. That's a
how
bomb.
how we're
Yeah.
feeling about that?
So I don't know why he would lie to us.
He gains
guess-
nothing from lying to us.
Well, we also don't know who he works for.
That's true. He could just be.
He could be gaining something from lying to us.
He
right?
also gave you a tag that allows you to literally locate him.
That's true.
As far as we know,
Theoretically, yeah.
Also
Theoretically.
true.
theoretically.
Just in case you missed that, I just wanted to make that clear. That's what that thing did.
I think we should test this thing out ASAP. See if it actually works. I think
Right.
one hard thing about what he said is that if he's correct, we are pretty much locked in a basement. Like, we don't have a lot of free time. We're under a lot of supervision. And I don't really know how well we can really, seek out answers to the things that he told us without being detected.
Maybe we can
The
buy
amount of
some.
supervision we're under definitely makes it feel like it's more truthful what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're trying to manipulate someone, you want to control everything that they do and see.
Sarah, does your mom know Andrea, or like they're working together? No, they're involved in some.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yes.
Yeah, they're the Golden Grin, right? And they're working with. I mean, It's also. I mean, he just said his pseudonym's White Raven, right? We know White Ravens are
Birds.
those people, right? But we know Andrea's one.
We know Hannah's one.
Hannah's one. There could be a third that is presumed dead that is taking up that moniker.
That's what Connor said. Very true.
Yeah, I heard him.
That is a
Yeah,
true statement.
No, it's very true. It
Was in
doesn't
character.
necessarily have to be Andrea. One other thing that did come to mind is we saw two things. We saw those weird body parts being loaded into that building, right?
Yes.
And I think I thought, or whoever saw them, thought that they were Cyclops parts.
Yes.
But
I
what if
remember
they
that.
were... Kern is an orc, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What if they were orc parts? And then he also said...
We did see Cyclops outside that looked like they were experimented on.
That is also true. Yeah.
Hmm.
But then we also saw, I forget when, but at a certain point we saw really, really intimidating looking orcish guards, right?
You've seen them a lot, actually.
I thought that you had specified that they were like even more intimidating.
Yeah, no,
looking than
those
we
were
saw before.
definitely yes, but you have seen Red Brand mixed with the orcish army, the Red Plague they're called. But yeah, those specific ones was over by the leather shops, and they were very, very distinct.
Yeah, and we saw that we saw that weird like nondescript building over there as well by the leather shops. So I think that if Kern's body is in Oresi, it's either in the tomb, which would be weird because we have the key to the tomb, in that building where we saw the Cyclops parts being loaded in, or in that building by Leather Aplenty.
It might be in the Temple of Helm if they're doing some experimentation stuff on it.
Or that. Yeah, so I think we have a few places to maybe scope out a little bit before we get more info.
I think if we go out in disguises, we might have a little bit more freedom.
For sure. I just I don't know how receptive everyone's going to be to us going out in general, but we'll see. Like I don't know if we'll be
I
let
am
out.
not ready to cast doubt on, Andrea and the Thieves Guild, because they've been a great help to us, and like they've been
I don't
nothing
think we
but
can actually do anything. This information, I think we should just be
Sit on
cautious
it.
and now use it as a new lens to look through.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, one thing we could do is ask about when we get back the other White Ravens, and maybe Andrea can tell us about them and how they died or something like that. Maybe we can get some. Or
Right.
if there's a resource where we could look them up somewhere. I mean, they're secrets, or probably not, but we could ask her. Because I mean, it could just be that one of them turned and faked their death or something like that, and is working for the clasp instead. Like I don't just because we know two White Ravens, right? So if Andre was the only White Raven we knew, then maybe that would be more telling. But because we know that they're an organization, it could be others.
Right. But would it So I guess it's possible that they're just not, assuming Nasir is correct, it's possible that Andrea and everyone we've been working with are just not privy to the information that Kern is dead.
I mean, well, yeah, he claimed to be in some other secret organization, right? The Cobalt Soul, right? So, I mean, we have all these secret organizations no one's heard of. They're probably not going around telling people this, so they might not be privy to it. I think that's a possibility. I think we should maybe go back and ask her. I think what might also help if we ask her intel when was the last time they saw Kern, right?
Right.
Because if she's like, oh, we saw Kern yesterday, and he's saying, oh, Kern hasn't been around for months or weeks or whatever, then maybe that could also shed some light on some things too.
Yeah.
Very true.
And we could maybe I mean, we found a little bit of information in the archive about Doom and everything, and the Katergeist and whatnot. Maybe there's something about this Cobalt Soul organization. Probably not, right? If
I
they're like
don't
a
know.
secret
If they're a
organization.
secret organization, I doubt it'd be a pretty shitty secret organization.
Yeah.
If I could look them up in the library.
They're actually
but-
not part of the Dewey Decimal System.
I mean, maybe just some general info about
Yeah.
nothing specific, but like just the fact that they exist and they're legitimate. Like I don't.
yeah, maybe.
Known organizations.
All right. Well, we have a lot of stuff to I think about and look for. And if anyone sees anything fishy, just be sure to
Yeah.
let us all.
Yeah.
So
In
I
on
think
it.
it's just continue how we're going, but use it as just another lens to look through to look at things.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree. All right, good talks. Good talks.
I think we know who's definitely against us. We just don't know who's with us.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, our at least for now, our allegiances are aligned. So
Yeah, exactly. So,
we'll see.
but we should start
with
thinking.
information we could end up using them instead of them using us.
I definitely would think the Thieves Guild is on our side. They might not be aware if Andrea is manipulating them, but I don't
Yeah.
think they're privy. If she is, hypothetically, if she is, I don't think they're aware to it either because they're suffering under this current regime and they definitely want it gone. Same thing with like the Golden Grin, right?
Yeah,
I think
no,
they're
of course, yeah.
I think they're both definitely trustworthy. I think the question is Andrea the super spy, right? I mean, we know she is, but is she double crossing?
Triple agent, right?
Yeah,
Or
she's
something.
like double agent, whatever.
International super spy.
We wouldn't know, but I would think that the gentleman. So we could also maybe talk to the gentleman about what he thinks about her, right, and get his opinion on things as well, because I feel like that organization, the Thieves Guild, would be trustworthy in so much as they definitely want Kern gone because they're suffering right now.
Yeah, I think there's a high risk of the gentleman letting her in on it if he hears
Well,
us. And
I'm not saying like, oh, do you think she's a spy, but just being like, how long have you worked with her? When did you meet her? That kind of stuff. Just like if we bring it up and if we're curious about the past and think like we're just trying to learn about how the organization started and how you got to where you are, like that kind of
She's really
stuff.
reliable. Has she always been that way?
and we have reason to trust her. I mean, she saved our lives like several
Yeah,
times.
absolutely. That's why I'm not saying we
So-
go in there and be like,
Yeah,
trust but verify.
and I don't know exactly
No,
what
trust at a
her
distance.
what would her motivations be to have us do all of this stuff, because like it seems like no matter who's in charge, we're fighting against the conclave and like Kern's army, regardless of whether Kern is alive or dead. Whoever's in charge, we're
We
fighting against
haven't
them.
really done anything yet. So,
But we're
like,
working towards it.
right, but so she could be working up to the point where we're about to do our major thing, and then boom, double cross. Like
Yeah.
So we should look at how these things could like negatively impact us, any interaction we have with her.
so. I mean, she definitely. I agree. Like I'm like I said, I'm hesitant to go all in and believe it's her because I really would like to think that it's not, especially with how helpful she's been and how much she's helped us and she's saved us twice and all that. But I'm just there's like some little things we can do to fact check Nasir's story because I also don't trust that guy as far as I could throw him either. So we could go about it like asking when the last time they saw Kern and just figuring out some background on from the Thieves Guild on Andrea just to kind of
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, Nasir mentioned that when he was lore dumping on you, but effectively, that's what he said. He's
Yeah,
the only.
but yeah, that's why he's being used as like a figurehead
Yeah.
to keep it all together by the new work, right?
That's exactly why Uruk is the guy who's using him
Yeah.
to do that. But I think you mentioned something about how even though Kern may fall, someone else will fill his spot, right?
Well, yeah.
I
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if Kern's dead if people believe he's alive. We want
Correct.
to kill the guy that killed Kern. So like it doesn't change who our enemy is, because
makes
there's
you
still
more
that
aware
giant
of it.
army. It's just we need to verify some things, see if we can trap some people in lies, or see if facts line up.
Alrighty.
All right.
And then, yeah.
I
Continue with
feeling
our-
good now. I think.
Yeah.
Anyone
Wait, did
wanna-
we? Hold on, I'm just trying to remember. Did we give? We got Tommy Russo's card
Yes.
from.
You didn't get it. Sam has it. Yeah, Sam has it from the school, and
Yes.
and Sarah's mother was just given one as well.
Yeah. So I'm saying, so Sam was given Tommy Russo's card. Tommy Russo's looking for Nasir. Nasir told us not to trust the White Raven, where you assume he means Andrea. So that would theoretically put Tommy Russo and Andrea working together. Did we ever tell her about Tommy Russo and that he was looking for Nasir and all that stuff?
We didn't know he was looking for Nasir until we spotted him
Right.
until you guys spotted him on the cart,
Yeah.
right?
So what I'm
We
saying
just
is we
saw him,
should
yeah.
probably not mention him.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm fine with that.
think
I
so.
also don't think she doesn't really need to know that anyway, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
We also I don't think we ever brought Nasir up to her to begin with,
Yeah, we never saw him.
because he was in Mutton Chops was from the library, right?
But we also, that's where we met her as well.
Yeah, so I mean, she might have
but
seen him,
Mudchop's
but
like a nobody in the library, so
yeah. Well, I mean, he's apparently not a nobody, but he was playing a nobody.
yeah, I mean, to us.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember if she knows about him. If she doesn't, that's great. We should keep it that way, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, definitely we'll keep it. I mean, she might, because she was at the library, she might have seen him talking to us, but we didn't specifically call him out to her, and I don't think we need to still. I agree.
Okay.
Anybody hungry?
Yeah,
Fast
so I was
forward.
just going to say, Amara will invite you all to the front room where she's still taking care of Taran. I'm sure Sareth will come over and help as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sarah laid her hands on him already.
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
did.
but, cosmetically. So, you guys are, wherever over here.
I laid my hands by cracking his nose back into place.
I would like to take out some of my herbs, Jared, that
Okay.
I
Really?
can
Right in
use
front
to
of my
maybe make like a pain relief thing, and like an ointment to maybe help.
Yeah.
with-
Make
Hang
a,
Like,
I'll let
around
you
my
decide
parents,
between
he starts taking out his-
medicine or nature.
Definitely medicine.
Okay.
There it is.
All right.
Because this is important. This is your father, Sarah. This is important to me.
You start using the kitchen as your own sort of apothecary and concoct up a nice tea-like sort of liquid, natural herbs and whatnot in there. It's almost like I would consider it to be like tea with menthol in it.
Nice. So I have a collection of common herbs. Do you want to say I used one of those?
Yeah. You used a good portion. With a nat 20 roll, you use as minimally as little as possible.
So it says I have 5 of them. Would you like me to use just one?
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
With the nat 20. You give it over to Taran, who still has ice on his nose. It's kind of bruised, but not broken at the moment. Sareth's, realigned it with her lay on hands. But if anything, he looks more shocked than in pain. And Amara will thank you. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, here, take this. This will help with the pain. If there is any.
Yeah, doesn't feel great. Oh, quiet. And she'll kind of give it
Yeah,
to
it's
him.
not fun, but we'll be fine. Look it up, old
So,
man.
I know, I don't know how this works really with you guys, but what happened? Can you tell me, or?
We thought he was looking for us because he has been in the past, but he was looking for somebody else. So it was kind of a false alarm.
Yeah.
It was just
He's
like a
definitely a
bad
bad guy.
coincidence. Yeah, he was definitely a bad guy, but he wasn't a direct threat, especially because we were in disguise and I was hiding. If we were not, then it would have been a different story.
Should we be worried at all?
No, I don't think he thought we were who we are.
Yeah,
So
I think we got him. Like, I think we fooled him.
I think you're okay. I don't think he'll put it together.
Well, that certainly was an interesting afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, Amara and Torin, I don't know what you guys have as far as food, but I'd love to cook you a meal for your hospitality.
Oh dear, that won't be necessary. We'll
I'm not so sure if we have the time, to be honest.
Well, it's what, like 8? 9?
7:49.
7:49? We got-
His face just went back into his tent. You cast the spell to be able to see where he is?
Well, I thought we were just gonna go at night, no? Or at like midnight.
Yeah. But did you cast a spell to see, to like keep an eye on the room?
I think it only gives me 10 minutes of visibility. Jared, did he like go to sleep after that, or what?
No,
did he do?
he left the tent and did not
Oh, yeah.
return in those 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, he left. I don't know when. Maybe we should do it again just before we go to make sure he's there.
Yeah, we could do it at like right before.
Can
But
I
I
ask?
think the plan is to wait for him to sleep.
Yeah.
Can I ask what your target is here? Are you at liberty to tell me? We do work for the same people. I wasn't cued in on
honestly-
what you're doing, but
I mean, we are. I don't. I mean, I'm hesitant to tell you because I don't want any of this to blow
Yeah.
back on you for your
Exactly.
safety.
We're playing this one kind of close to the chest right now.
It's not that we don't trust you because obviously we do. I mean, you're
We don't want
Sarah's
you implicated.
family.
That's all.
It's just, yeah, I just don't want you to be put in any unneeded danger.
okay.
Someone like Tommy could come back and.
Well, I was gonna say it seems like we already are in some kind of danger, but if you say
Well,
it's past, it's
that was-
past. I trust
That
you.
was a coincidental.
I think that was coincidental. Yeah, I agree with Sarah. I don't think that was like because of this it happened. I think it would have happened anyway if we were here or not, and we just happened to be here.
Well, I'm happy you were. That would have been rough without you.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have some ironberry cheese and wine?
Oh, that stuff's way too expensive for us.
Well, I think. How long does that last, Jared?
It's 8 hours.
8 hours. I think now might be a good time.
Both
for
the
everyone to
positive and
partake.
negative effect is 8 hours.
With some cheese.
Right, but we have advantage on the roll if we have the cheese with the wine.
Yes, you do.
So do
But
you
we
guys?
Eat it within 10 feet of me.
We don't know the effects of mixing though, so we might want to just stick
Wait,
to one.
do you? No. The cheese and the wine are a pair.
You guys are
I
supposed
mean,
to go
mixing
together.
like
wines and cheeses.
wines. Exactly. Yes. Like having 2 different wines.
Are you guys currently under one?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying we shouldn't like go crazy. Is all.
I'm not. Yeah, I want to give you the dex ones for your stealth rolls.
Damn, be responsible.
No,
Okay.
I am. The wine and the cheese go together, so there's not going to be a conflict because it's the cheese gives you advantage on the save from the wine if you eat it together. That's the thing.
Yes, I would
Yeah.
love some of that that dexterity wine and cheese, please.
Let's dive in.
So
You're using
That
for
way-
all 3 people, or are you inviting Torin and Amara as well? Because then it's 5.
I don't need any.
Okay, so then 4. This will use probably half of your big bottle,
Okay, that's fine.
Well-
and half of your cheese is gone as well.
Yeah,
Do
that's
we
fine.
want to give Torin and Amara too and see what happens?
Yeah, I'm giving it to him.
Maybe our guinea pigs? Mom,
Yeah.
can I have some wine?
No. They told us the cheese and wine go together at the store.
No.
We-
Tony's
I'm-
saying test out giving them 2 different kinds of wine.
like you give them the charisma wine you have and see what happens. I don't feel comfortable experimenting on Sarah's.
Actually, Torin and Amara, do you know what happens if you have 2 of these
I gotta be right back.
simultaneously?
I suppose you're lucky if you get 2. I don't know. I've never had them.
Okay. Well, we should probably just keep it to 1 then.
Yeah, probably in the meantime, just keep it.
Well, if you got a mission to go on, I would
Well,
keep
how
it
about
slow
we'll
and steady.
We'll have 2 to celebrate. The job's done.
Let's have 2 when this is all over.
Exactly. Like
Oh, I
everything.
forgot about this 60-foot diameter darkness and silence orb. That's nuts.
Listen,
Yes, diameter is correct.
60
Okay.
foot radius.
Yeah, radius would be nuts. I meant diameter.
120 foot radius.
120 foot half radius.
Exactly. A new mathematical term called quarter radius.
All right, so you guys gonna make your holes with the dex
Yeah, so
line cheese?
yeah, this is Dex, so it's a con save regardless.
Yeah, but you get advantage on it.
Or advantage con.
Okay, scoring is good,
Oh shit.
and Sarah's
Nice.
good.
Let's go.
So what is the cheese give? What does the wine give him again?
So you have the big bottle, right, of Dex?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
that is a. Let me make sure this is correct.
I think I have it written down.
Wine. Searched in my notes.
I think I have it somewhere too. But
Okay, I believe the big one is an additional D4 roll.
Yeah, I have Ironberry shots. It says add a D4 to every strength save, and then I have like for each one. So shots are a D4 to every save. For 8 hours.
Yeah. So I think you didn't do a shot. You took from the big bottle, so that would be a D6 on a save.
Nice.
On Dex save.
is it dex saves or is it skills?
No. Remember, we discussed it was only saves because I
Yeah.
misspoke initially when I said it.
Well, I guess it won't help on the stealth. That's okay. It's the thought that counts.
We have all the fancy tools that Andrea gave us. We should be set for that, I think.
This was just celebration of a good mission start. Maybe, I don't know. Who cares?
Certainly delicious. This cheese is very good.
Ugh.
I do like it. It's very special cheese.
Is it from Munda?
It's from D's.
You know what? I should have made. Maybe I'll make it in the Green Isles. I'll make a place called Unda where good cheese comes from. So it's from Unda cheese. I'm gonna write that down. Oh, I have it in the recording, so I'll remember it.
This is just thank you guys for your hospitality. Did Sarah's parents make their save?
They both did, yeah. With Sarah's plus radius thing.
Oh yeah.
My parents ain't no bitches.
Sure.
Actually, Tauren doesn't drink it, but Mara does, and she saves anyway.
That's fine.
Oh, Dad.
Well, thank you for this. This is lovely. She's gonna take a seat next to him.
No problem at all.
All right. Well, I should finish up back there cleaning, and Tauren, you do what you can. If you need anything, just feel free. And she's gonna kind of curtsy and make her way back and finish cleaning up whatever was back here. And then Tauren will start dealing with sweeping out here. You can see he's got like one of those butterfly band-aids on his nose. He's got ice, but he's not icing at the moment. He's just sweeping. And you guys are just kind of standing there. Do you want to do anything in these like next 2 or 3 hours?
I think I'm alright.
I mean, there's not. We can't really do anything specifically, right?
We could leave if we wanted to. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like. Besides that, like, I can't like read anything or anything like that.
I'll talk to Lugo to see if he's seen in like about the camp.
That's a good idea.
yeah, wow.
That's a 5. That's like a cosmic head idea.
I
So-
was like,
Lugo.
oh right, my good boy.
Lugo would have moved throughout the course of the evening to
move to keep a visual on Ian.
Well, does he want to follow Ian? Ian is not in the camp when you talk to Lugo. Would he have left the camp?
Yes. Yeah.
So Lugo is following Ian.
Yeah.
Roll stealth for Lugo, please.
All right. Roll D20. Find out.
Nice.
Amazing.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Killing
Ian,
it tonight.
as soon
Nat
as-
20s.
As soon as he left the camp, or as soon as he left the tent, you presume at some point, Ian is not at his tent nor at the camp. He is over on Serenity Street, kind of in a darkened alley. He has in a brown bag like a 40-ounce alcohol something, probably beer or something like that. Kicking back, talking with another person, while Lugo's kind of across the street, just kind of being a good boy and watching. He's been there the entire night, basically. Lugo followed him out of his tent, and he went to like a store to get the 40, and then is sat on that corner until you presently start communicating with Lugo.
All right. So he seems to just be somewhere.
Do we know who he's talking to? Or what he looks like?
Well, Lugo reports back. It's just like a nondescript person, just like a random. Doesn't seem to be like someone who was in the Silent Order, but fellow, street goer.
So a fellow person.
A fellow Oresian. So this is Serenity Street.
Drunk. He's past us. Oh no, he was already on that side. Oh, never mind.
Is he close by?
Serenity Street's right here.
A couple blocks over. He's on the next major street over.
He's in an alley. Dude.
Well, he's not really in an alley. He's like in
Oh.
between, like on the street in between kind of two buildings, just kind of posted up with the sky.
I mean, I can get him.
I'm
I can
saying
get him
like,
to an alley. It's
like,
we
do
can
we-
go to an alley. I could have Lugo like grab his bottle or something and run away.
do we? I could. If I mean, I have the paralysis poison on darts. I could put it on a dart. Like we could.
And
could
we
totally
know where the
knock him
book
out.
is.
And we know where the
Yeah,
book
I mean-
is.
Not a bad idea.
I mean, we could totally do this now.
All right.
If-
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then we won't have to worry about like his and like alerting him or something.
well, I'm more worried if it does like a loud noise or like an alarm when we walk in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even if that's the case, we don't have like. all you have to
Yeah, I
do
guess
is-
he would be here if we already have him. Yeah, I said let's fucking move.
Yeah, like we can just like, and then if there, even if there is like an alarm spell on the tent, you can just grab the book, go invisible.
Yeah, grab the book and run. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm down.
All right, yeah, this is a lot easier. Let's do this.
All right. So what's the plan now?
We're gonna.
Head out.
We're gonna jump Ian.
Street.
Yeah.
We're about to jump Ian.
Perfect. So this is not at midnight. I want to preface this. This is
Yeah, I know. It's like
Yeah.
okay.
30, probably.
Okay. As long as we know that. All right. Give me 1 second.
This is how Jarrett destroys our perfectly crafted plan.
Yeah, he lured us out.
You can wait.
That's all
I
right.
mean, he's got to return at some point, right? So I'm just giving options, man.
I mean, does he?
We don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't have to return. I think
He
this is
doesn't.
Good.
You're absolutely right.
He could be gone forever.
He could literally just be dead right now.
I mean,
Maybe he,
and if we don't like our situation right now, we just go back and wait. You know what I mean? There's
Maybe-
you know,
maybe Kern is Ian. Have we considered
Oh
that?
my god.
No, we have not.
Have you seen them in the same room?
I have not.
I haven't
Whoa.
seen either of them in any room.
That's my point. All right, so we're gonna roll stealth and
together.
stuff
Sing
to
along.
get there. And then I'm gonna put you
I-
where you would come out.
Did we realize how
I'm-
packed this alley was?
No, I'll show you. This isn't
Not
like
an
the
alley,
alley.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Like on the side of the road.
yeah.
I'm,
But I'll
I'm
show you
going-
where.
Well,
Go.
I actually don't want to. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stealth. With
All
my
right.
hood
So
up.
just before I put you, just so you can kind of get your bearings. So in this view, Serenity Street runs, for the most part, up and down here. Like this is Serenity Street, okay? When you look at it from that tile sheet, you are now horizontal. Serenity Street is running horizontally.
Okay.
So I'll bring you back over and show you what I
So
mean.
we're like facing this way.
So,
Yeah, is right
Okay.
north or is right south? That's my only question.
Well, technically, north, south, east, west is not like.
Well, from the map. From the map. Which way is top of map? This way?
Okay, I see what you're saying. So yes, so top of map towards the outer wall would be to your left.
so that way's north.
Call it north.
South.
Yeah, that's south. You would have came. I'll let you decide if you want to kind of bisect it.
Tom?
I mean, which one's Ian? Because we'd have Lugo watching him.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Lugo right now. I actually had to do that. 1 sec. Sorry, there's a lot of tile sheets I got to go through here.
This
have
this guy's sweeping down here or up here looks like a ghoul or something. Very pale.
You know, he looks like, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but on Twitch they have
No,
they have the Coomer logo.
I don't know what that is.
It's a meme, but this
yeah.
is what it looks like. I'll just throw it in the chat. Ben's gonna be confused, but whatever. This is exactly what he reminds me of.
That's what he looks like. Oh my god.
It's kind of scary. Anyway, so Ian would be talking with this guy, and I have to get him off of the GM layer. 1 sec. I'm happy you went for this. This is exciting.
I mean, worst case, we just head back and we wait. We go back to the original plan. I'm just saying this. This is a good opportunity.
Okay, so this guy right here is Ian.
Which one?
I'm gonna label him so you can see it.
I'm
You
assuming
should
it's that guy.
you should be able
Yeah.
to see it.
Ah, there, yeah.
Okay. So you guys would probably come from, I mean, I'll let you decide, but now that you know where kind of
we would
things
be on
are,
that side.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
agree.
I agree.
and then
We'd be over like in this alley.
additionally, kind of littered throughout the street are these like big, like powerful looking guards.
These big titty goth girlfriends.
Who are, kind of stationed about. All right, so I will now put a dot over all of the guards. Give me a second. This is for my sanity as well as yours. There's a lot going on here. I'll put a purple one on these special guys, because they look like commanders or something, a little bit more intense. And then this guy, this whole situation here is a guard. And then
So all he does is, Dan, how fast does your poison act?
We failed to recognize that it's like an 8-hour thing.
That is a great question. Jared, I would know that, right?
oh, this is a guard too.
That'd be hilarious.
Because I don't want it to be like, oh yeah,
It's like a slow release.
Like 2 hours.
Jared, I would know that, right?
I'm sorry, I was busy doing.
How long does it take for the poison to take effect?
Did you craft it or find it?
Let me look.
I think you crafted it based on things that you had from another.
Yeah,
I
I
think so.
thought I remembered you crafting it, but I could be wrong.
Let me look.
I don't remember you crafting it. I remember you saying that poison that I crafted.
Ah,
I'm looking back in my notes. That one.
This
That
song from
one.
TikTok stuck in my head. So
One?
funny.
I think I might have found it, but I studied it enough to make an antidote for it.
All right, so then if that's the case,
Because I have an antidote for it, and I remember making that, but I think we found it. I took it off of maybe one of the rows a long time back or something like that, and I crafted an antidote for it, which I
Okay.
have in my
So
inventory.
if that's the case, the more of the toxin you give, the faster it will work. If you do slow release, you're on the order of like minutes. If you kind of do it all at once, you're in the order of like tens of seconds.
Okay.
So if you know, obviously, like I said, the more you give him, there is a fine line though. If you give too much, he could be in a comatose state permanently. That's a possibility.
That would be unfortunate.
And depending on how much you give, would also necessitate how much you have to give an antidote to, in case things happen.
Mm-hmm. I know it's different from the Umber Hulk poison. Let me see if I can figure.
All right, so if you'd like, I guess I can extend this one more. Give me a sec, so you guys can kind of pile in behind Dan.
You know what? I reverse engineered it. I have it in here. I have a note from the poison on. So it was from one of the poisons on the dagger, but I made it and also made an antidote for it. So it's both. Like I found it, but then I studied it and recreated it, and then I created an antidote.
So then that's why you would know that information. Okay. So I guess you guys are going to kind of pile on behind Sam here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are.
All right, so everyone roll stealth to get here. Sam, are you invisible?
No.
No. Not. So everyone roll stealth.
I'm going with hood up.
All right, and then before we even get here,
+0.
Lugo would be on the opposite side, right? You said he was across the street.
Yeah. Let me change that. Lugo would be kind of like chilling with the other guy.
Do we bring the barrel with us? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, two.
Or are we just I don't want to cart the body over.
Yeah, so you guys could either bring the barrel, or you guys could maybe try to play it off like he's drunk and passed out or something.
Yeah, I think that'd be a decent idea.
And you guys are like carrying him back home. I mean,
we can at Bernard's.
You could splash some of the booze on him, you know.
Okay, so you are right here. This is where you would target if you go to Serenity Street.
Yeah, so I think we should just cut through the houses, like not take any roads, just cut straight through the alleyways all the way there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the houses and businesses. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so 9 stealth. So just so I understand, are you bringing any of the previously set up part of the plan? Are you bringing the cart with the barrel? Because if you are, you can't cut through here.
No, I think we're trying to be stealthier now.
Okay, that's for plan B. We'll leave it at
so like right now the plan is to get him back. Like we can say he passed out drunk, we're gonna bring him back to where he usually stays at the like we could say he's homeless, he probably stays at the vulnerable vagrant. So we're gonna bring him back there to not be like obstructing people.
Okay. So now that I know that, you're going to kind of cut through. I would like, and I'm going to change this. Ooh, one sec.
It's the only time I'll ever roll the highest stealth in the party.
Yeah, I know. I got fucking 2. At least it was a 2 and not a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I need everyone to roll initiative for me.
Oh, no.
Just because now we're, like, going to be doing stuff. Let me bring the tracker up.
Click yourself up. I can't click myself. Oh, wait. I did.
All right, give me a 10.
Sam got a 10.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to click myself. It's been a while.
Let's go 3.
Well, I thought Jared was just having us do it on the other screen.
What is Sarah? 3?
I got a 3. Let's go, baby.
Scoring, what did you get? 18?
18.
Sam, make me a perception check, because you are first here. This would be before your initiative. Wow, great rolls.
Killing it.
Sam, you notice way back. Oh, I forgot. This is a guard with a dog there. They kind of
Where?
blend in a little. That's why I moved it. Just elsewhere on the map. Okay. You notice immediately in front of you, there is a guard standing opposite the alleyway that you are currently in, right over here. He seems like kind of just chilling, not like doing anything crazy. General lookout. The street itself, this street in particular, is fairly low lit, or fairly low light, excuse me. And there seems to be somebody here, the end of the street, who's coming through with a horse, and you can hear and see in the distance, this area here would be pretty well lit down towards the bottom. And it's sort of like some sort of center for shops and market and stuff. The place seems to be decently busy for this hour, but nothing out of the ordinary. Directly across, you can see these are two sort of housing buildings, and there's clotheslines across with big sheets and like carpet and whatever clothes are hanging from a second story on clotheslines. And then immediately at the end of it, you can probably just barely see the moving form of Ian and whoever he's conversing with on the other side. And in fact, Lugo will confirm that as well. The very last thing that you notice is on this building and this building alone, there are archers.
Which
And
building?
they're-
I see.
Just I have to
Oh,
hide them.
The one with the gigantic archer. He's
I have to hide them. They are kind of stationed on balconies. So while I can't get a good like balcony, he's under the roof in a balcony there. You can just see him currently. But this building looks a little bit more fortified and like guarded, well guarded. All right. Other than that, I would probably say like this building is taller than this one, which is why you can see the guy, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's really hard without 3D. I wish we could do it, but somebody has a potato, so we can't. Scorn, you're up.
I'm gonna wait till Sereth goes.
Sam, you're up. Oh, actually, sorry, you have a 10. You are not up yet. So the way I did this is I have moved or rolled for the townspeople separately from the guard, and even some of the guards separately. So the townspeople will all go now, if that makes sense, and I'll just simulate their movement. Because I think that's the best way to do it. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here for like 25 minutes. So
Is
5.
that a button that you have? You can just like have them roam.
No, I have to do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this person will go there. This person would walk here. He's a guard. He doesn't go. There. He'll be...
That'd be such an insane feature if that was a thing.
This guy will start
There's like
turning.
set paths for them.
That would be nice, but Roll20 does not. He's stationary. And then the people in the market, I kind of left. I'm just going to kind of go where you guys are. This guy will move here. He's sweeping. This guy would continue down.
It's like God forms.
Ian and this guy, it's actually Pillars of Eternity. That guy's done. This guy's going to kind of turn and cross the street. I think that's good enough for now. Yeah. So Sam, sorry, now you are up.
I'm going to tell them everything that I saw.
Mhm.
But I'm going to let them know there's a guard across the street. The house across from Ian has archers on it. All that kind of nonsense.
Yep.
So I think, and then now back in character, I think we need to, if we're going to do this, I think we need to get Ian into this alley. I don't think we can do it in the middle alley because there's the archers on the house across.
Yeah, I can.
Alright, yeah.
I can
So you
distract
wanna
that guard.
Get into the alley that
Well,
we're in,
so-
the one in front of us.
The one we're in, I think would work best.
So, how about this? If we're
So-
allowed to do this much talking on your turn, I don't know.
Jared, you can cut us off whenever you feel appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say Sam can say most of, like, all of that, and the back and forth, I think, will have to happen on your specific turn. So, Sarah,
Sounds good.
you actually, Sareth got a 3, so you're not going yet, Sareth. But Sam, do you want to do anything else?
I'm just gonna get back further into the shadows, just so this woman on the horse doesn't see a bird in the alley.
All right, yeah. She's not really looking anyway. She's kind of just doing her
Well,
thing.
I'm
Yeah, that's fair.
paranoid.
Do you want to? I guess you wouldn't.
I love a nice alley bird.
I'll go off of your stealth there. That's fine. Okay. So then, guards will go. This guy will go full here. This guy, he'll make his way over here. All right. This guy will just kind of do his little pace back and forth. Okay. This guy is going to cross the street. Stand there. And then these two are going to make their way down here. To about here, probably. This guy's standing with his dog. And I think that's good enough. Maybe this guy will move around. But I think that's all that matters at the moment. Yeah. Okay. Sereth.
Alright, so Lugo sees Ian bottle in his hand.
Yep. Lugo sees Ian, bottle in hand, drinking, talking to this guy.
Alright, so I will have... so does it look like he's... I'm gonna have Lugo walk closer. And...
Let me give you control. You should have control, but yeah, you should. You can move him.
Alright, I'm not gonna just go into the middle of the street and stop there. But... does he seem like he's paying any attention to Lugo?
Ian or the guard?
Ian. I mean, the guard... I guess both.
The guard seems like keeping an eye on Lugo, just in case he gets in his way. But throughout, especially this area, there are cats and dogs that are kind of free roaming.
That's what
It's
I
a
was banking on.
poorer area. Ian is in conversation and hasn't really stopped to address any of his surroundings. The general gist of what Ian is talking about, he's just kind of shooting shit with this guy, telling each other stories. Nothing of like super important note, but just kind of doing that while people like this guy are walking by, working and doing stuff.
I can get basically this side of the street. So I'm gonna go there.
Well, as you approach him closer, he'll turn.
Okay, yeah, I want to see like how he reacts as I get closer.
So I'm gonna say he'll like, this is when he starts reacting. You can continue to push based on his reaction, but he'll kind of like look over, beer in hand, kind of stop mid conversation, and then you get even closer, and he's gonna start to like, it looks like he's going. It's not his turn yet, but it looks like he's going to shoo you away. Like that's what he's trying to kind of like get out of here. That's what he's winding up to do. Not like punch you in the nose, but like skedaddle. Like one of those.
All right, so I guess he'll probably do that when I'm like halfway across the street.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how far we kind of went. 11 to there, 13. So I'm at 24.
24.
So I'll use my dash to like go over here.
Okay.
I don't want to like draw too much attention to myself.
Yeah, it was a very natural interaction. The dog came across the street. Ian shooed it away. It left and is now down the street. Nothing really out of the ordinary. That's about what you would expect.
And then I will turn to my compatriots and be like, and say, so Ian is sitting there with a bottle. I have Lugo really close to him. Lugo can run by and like swipe his bottle and then run past the alley, down the alley that's in front of us, and Ian would probably chase him. We can basically just draw him into a trap over here.
I think that's a good idea. So Jared, just to be clear, these are corners of houses that the houses there extended
Where
we are in the alley.
No, that's the alley. Yeah, you're in the alley.
Like, that's like the corner of the house right there.
No, not the corner. The house continues. Like it's a big building, right?
No, he's saying what's visible on the map is the corner of a house.
Like, is that the corner?
No,
No.
that's a
Where
tile.
you are is the corner.
Oh, okay, so that's, okay. So the house
The house extends off the tile sheet, along with
Okay,
this
so
one.
The house extends that way.
Yeah, you're in an alley.
Got it. I was
true- a
wondering if
true
that was
alley.
like I was wondering if that was a corner and if we could go like over here or not. That's why I was
No,
asking.
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just the house, and it extends off the tile sheet. Or
Sareth,
building.
I like that plan, and I can handle the guard that's right in front of us. I think I have an idea for that.
If he turns around, I think we'll be good.
I think I can get him to turn around. I also would like to just clarify, I would have taken my stuff out of Sareth's bag of holding. So I have my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's your turn, and the Seraph wants to do anything specifically.
Alright. So I'm gonna walk up to here, take out
So-
my
This is 10 feet here,
temporarily.
by the way.
Just temporarily. I'm moving through. Take out my bottle of whiskey that I still have. Act like I'm drinking it. Quickly touch Sam and use my other bolstering magic, the other effect, to give him an extra D3 for 10 minutes on every attack or ability check.
Oh, nice. Take it.
Yeah, because we need to hit.
Yeah, 3.
Definitely need to hit.
So that's 10 feet.
Yep, and then 10 feet out of Sam's tile.
Okay, so that's 20 feet, 25, 26, or no, not 26, 25, 30.
Yeah, 30 will be like all the way down here.
35,
These are 1 by 1.
40, and
Yeah.
I'm going to say, oh man, I don't feel so good, and take a swig of my whiskey.
All right, let me
Uh,
make a roll here. Okay. You leave the alleyway, and this woman here definitely notices where you came from.
Killer.
And she looks over, and her attention is drawn to the alley. You don't know what she sees, but she kind of looks at you, scans what you're doing, and like looks towards the alley because she doesn't feel safe at the moment. You can kind of tell.
More hobos coming out of there.
And it looks like she's in the process of turning now towards the guard. But it's not her turn. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
I've used my action.
And
could I
movement.
could I use a bonus action to spill my jar of fake vomit?
I would say maybe if you had it out or like
I think that's an action because you'd probably have to do a performance check and all that.
yeah.
Okay.
Bonus action.
I cast
Scare the-
death.
Bonus action kill.
Scare the horse. Have it run off.
Well,
do
I
that.
don't really have anything. I could either rage, I could misty
Nah,
step,
you're
I could
good, you're
hunter's
good.
mark. So I'm good.
It is your turn again though.
Vomited.
Oh, it is my turn. Oh, okay, perfect. Oh wow.
Funny, rage
Look
for
at this.
vomit.
This really worked out, didn't it?
Rage
Bonus action,
vomit.
pull
I
out
love
your
it.
vomit.
So
After
I'm gonna
last turn.
step 1, 2. Guard, I guess, still isn't facing me. I'm gonna take another swig because I really need to be somewhat intoxicated to do
You gotta
this,
smell it. You gotta smell the part.
and dump the vomit on the back of the guard.
Wait, are
Like
you
a-
actually intending to be drunk?
I need to be a little bit drunk to work
Gotta
myself
have
up
the,
to this.
the smell of vomit on, the smell of booze coming out of him.
I've only taken 2
Um,
swigs. I'm not
well,
actually.
If you're not like I want to like are you getting tipsy?
Yes, I
think
need
like,
some
I
liquid
think you
courage.
just
Is all I'm
need
saying.
to, have the smell on you.
That's what I. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I want to have the smell, and I also am about to dump fake vomit
All right,
on
well,
a guard's
just-
back. I just need.
If you're taking big
Sure.
swigs, just make a con save. It's going to be a low DC to determine if you're tipsy or not. If you're tipsy, you gain advantage on charisma, but you gain disadvantage on dex.
Perfect.
At 1, you pass out.
Dumping
Perfect.
vomit on a guard is
I'm gonna need some charisma for that.
way more
Um,
ballsy than I thought you were gonna go. I thought you were just gonna do it like near him or something.
Well, she's about to turn
Oh,
to him, so I
no,
need
round
to get his
2
attention.
with whiskey is a 15. So you fail.
Well,
I didn't
that-
realize
he,
it was that much.
He has to roll twice, right?
Why?
Because he
He
took
drank
2
twice.
swigs?
No. It's they accumulate to make a harder DC.
I didn't know there were like official rules for drinking.
Yeah, so like if you do one round of drinks, it's a DC 10. This is for like hard alcohol. Second round is it's a 14, so you would beat it. Not a 15, I can't read. Round 3 is an 18. Round 5 is a 20. Those are the DCs as they scale.
All right. Well, I am now. Yeah, I'd like to be tipsy if possible.
All right. I mean, you can let yourself succumb to it. Sure. You take another swig and drink. You
Well-
are.
Oh, the con save was to not be tipsy.
Yeah. The con save is to maintain your sobriety, and the more you drink, the more
And
rounds
being
you do, the
tipsy
harder
means-
You
it
don't
is.
actually have to be drunk. It's just for the effect.
No, I know. I'm just thinking about the mechanical implications of this. Being tipsy means I have advantage on charisma.
Charisma checks and
But
saves,
disadvantage on
and
stealth.
disadvantage on
Yes.
dexterity
So then I
checks
do
and
want to be
saves.
tipsy.
Or, I
Yes.
mean, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
That's tipsy, but if you get more drunk, obviously it
No,
changes.
tipsy's
Yeah.
perfect. I want to be
All right,
tipsy.
so you are tipsy. I'm gonna see if they have anything close to that.
You get drunk, you automatically rage, and you have advantage on strength checks.
All right,
about this?
I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I was literally just gonna put that. So you are tipsy.
Tony's making quick
You make your way up, kind of chug a little bit more of this dark liquor, and make a sleight of hand check, and then performance.
Wow, that's a lot of checks.
Okay, and then you have advantage on charisma-based stuff. So if this is performance, right? So
Beautiful.
good, good thing you had it.
Yeah.
All right. You proceed to stumble your way forward. Sam, you're kind of watching through the legs of the horse and like the little bit of gaps you can see. Scorn, I'll let you describe what happens.
So I dump the vomit, and then I'm gonna drop both bottles on the ground, because he probably won't realize, like, just glass basically. And I'll say, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and act like I'm like stifling more.
Okay. You vomit on like the back shoulder, right shoulder, and it kind of flies forward and drips down his armor. He turns to you, eyes in the armor, wide. He looks enraged, and he's about to like draw. Do you choose to do anything else?
No.
Okay.
If
I'll
I
move.
can disengage, like if I could step back without him getting an opportunity attack, I would. So I'll do that. Actually,
that
even
would.
if he swipes at me, that's fine. Do it.
You want
Swipe
him?
at me.
All right. So he'll swipe at you, or what
Wait,
he'll
he doesn't
attempt to
have
do.
He doesn't
Not
have his weapon
swipe.
now, right?
He'll attempt to grab you. I don't know if you can
Well,
do that.
He can, if you want his weapon, he can take it out and attack on the same
Uh,
action.
Yeah. Let me.
But it's a reaction though. It's not an action.
It's no reaction. Opportunity attack is one action.
I don't know enough to dispute that.
Well, opportunity attack is a reaction, but he can't take his weapon out as part of a reaction. It has to be part of an action to do the attack, pull it out and attack.
Good to know. So you can just throw up on people, and they can't do anything as long as they
I
don't
mean,
have their
he could
Tell
swing
me-
at
Tell
you.
me exactly in the rules where it says you can't throw up on someone. Boom.
weapon.
I mean, he could swing at you. Like
Yeah,
with
he
his
could like swing at
fist.
me with his fist. Yeah.
100%.
Why? Yeah, you ought to.
Yeah.
can
So
try
he's
and
gonna literally try and clock you, and he's gonna try on his turn, which will be after this. So this is an unarmed strike. He's gonna. So you throw up on him. He turns to draw his sword, noticing you're backing up. He's gonna kind of leave the hilt, the hand, like take the hand off the hilt, and wind up for a clock. And he's gonna try and hit you. And then all the while he's shouting, "What do you think you're doing?" And then he'll roll this.
Bro, my mom just washed my armor. The hell?
That is a 16.
That misses.
All right. Yeah, I forgot you guys are so high level. I'm used to the other party. You see the hand coming from a good distance, and you kind of take a step back and avoid it. He'll turn fully now. I'll get to his turn in a second. This lady, seeing this, is going to be disgusted, and she's going to like yah and basically like get the fuck out. She's just going to scream. She's going to scream and then do that. So she'll scream, "Oh my god! Ah!" And then just kind of out of here.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna turn. This lady's gone. Bye, lady.
Felicia.
All right, this guy is gonna go. He's gonna head this way. It can just get to here. This guy is going this way. That guy's staying. This guy would be up here. They're staying. This guy's sweeping. And I think that's all that needs to happen right now. But this guy will turn and say, oh, he won't say anything. He'll just turn and like look. Just start looking. Okay. With the lady scream, though, this guy, of course, is going to go now. He's going to take a step forward. He's going to say, stop at once. And he's going to basically say, get on the sidewalk against the wall. And he's going to draw his sword and kind of like wait. He's not going to like attack you per se with a sword. You're unarmed. But he's going to like get like here and try and like push you towards the wall. So contested strength here.
Is it a check or a save?
I believe. Oh, you can choose acrobatics or, believe it's athletics. Right? If you're contesting a grapple, let me make sure this is correct. Okay, one sec. So you can make a strength, athletics, check, or a acrobatics, dexterity check, and it's contested by this person's strength.
And oh no, it's not checks. It's only dex saves that we have advantage on because of the wine.
Well, you have disadvantage because you're tipsy, so it would just be regular.
But yeah, it's a check anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's a check anyway. So you can choose whatever one you want. But he's going to do
strength.
He has to do strength.
I would have disadvantage on the dexterity one, so I'll just do athletics.
Wow, that's a great roll.
Hey, 21, let's go.
He got a natural 19 for a total of, well, it's higher. I don't want to give his modifiers away. Natural 19, though. I watched the VODs back, and I have started to notice I've been doing that, so I'm not going to do that anymore.
He's got at least a +4, guys.
No more DM slip.
Yeah, at least a +3.
At least a +3.
All right, so you are thrusted 5 feet forward against the wall, and then he will just take another step forward. And then he'll, like, kind of putting his sword away, or let's rephrase. He'll keep the sword out, but spend his bonus action to take out the handcuffs. He has handcuffs now that he's pulled from his back.
Scorn whispers harder, daddy.
And he can't, he's not going to be able to tie you up or handcuff you with his turn, but he's going to say, against the wall, no moving. We'll sober you up. You have some explaining to do, and you hear the jingling of the shackles. All right, that will end his turn. Now that there's a scream and shouting, there will be some guards that will move over. This guy's going to go over anyway. 1, 2. Okay. That's his dash. And then he'll be right behind.
Not
Here,
what
though.
I wanted.
This guy will...
And it's
I
backfiring.
don't know what you expected to happen, but this is what I expected to happen
15,
when you
20.
threw up on a guard.
Run up on the lady.
This is the new throwing a knife into the back.
That's as far as he can get with his dash. He's a
Waiting
big
for
guy.
My fuck up. It's gonna happen.
This guy... Well, he's a guard. He's going to turn and go this way, probably. And then this guy is going to kind of stay here. You kind of... I don't know. No one's looking, so you wouldn't know like why or what's going on there, but yeah. I think it's worth noting this. Scorn, you can see this guy, and Sam definitely. This guy here. He is in... It's kind of like what would be described now as steampunk armor. It's like this very shiny bronze color. He's got like a bucket helmet, no visible skin, big, broad, like big plates of metal.
Are on his body?
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, you can see affixed to his arms, there's like a big, like gauntlet, and kind of goes into the actual forearm, and around there is like this kind of like bulging, I don't know, circular ring thing. And then on the left arm, you can see he's got sticking out of his fists like this, a couple of like not plates, but like Jesus Christ, pieces of metal that go into like some sort of like hammer fist looking thing. And then on his back, you can see he's got a big pack of something's in there. And the last thing he has is affixed to the pack is this wired in thing to the actual pack. It looks like kind of like a longer version of that gun that you have, Sam. But it's wired in from the back with like this big nozzle on the front. You can see it just sort of affixed back there. He's going to pull it out. And you hear... Let's see if I get the thing right. You have to let me know. Hold on. Let me know if this sounds like a robot thing.
Test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Scorn's about to get tased.
All right, so
Yeah,
you
I'm
hear
about
as
to have my head blown off.
you hear as he approaches.
Stop resisting, citizen. Stay
I never
still.
was. I never
Yeah,
was.
fucking RoboCop.
And he'll turn and he'll point the like. It has a little handle in the front and this weird nozzle that comes out. Just holding it there, kind of steady arm. That will be everyone's turn, civilians included. Sam.
All right. I whisper to Seraph, abort the plan. Just keep Lugo on Ian. How many eyes can I throw out in one turn?
Oh my god.
Roll a d4. You can grab a handful. Roll a d4. You won't be able to choose any.
Well, I don't even know how many eyes I have left, depending. 2?
So you choose 2 at random. So however many you have, roll a d whatever and roulette twice, and that will determine what eyes you throw.
I have a goblin. I'm taking tally of my eyes.
I think this makes sense. You're just going to pull in the bag and throw. Whatever you get, you get.
Oh. I need more eyes, man. I'm running out of eyes.
And us eyes.
Hold on.
Born fans out there.
Do I just have... Oh, no, I have the Quasit baby eye. All right, so that's 3. I have a bandit eye, so that's 4.
Sarah, you're up next, by the way.
All right, I have 4 eyes.
All right, so roll 2d4, and that will determine what ones you'll get.
1
Hey,
and 4.
First and the last. So what are you throwing out?
All right, so the last one is a bandit eye. I think that works out pretty well. The first one, and this is going just straight down my backpack, is a goblin eye. You know, I think it actually worked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
1 sec.
I would like to throw them like down here-ish.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I gotta get you the goblin. Okay. Oops. Okay. All right. Where are you throwing them? Sorry.
Like down
Down
here.
the bottom corner.
All right. Make a dex
Corner
check.
right.
Just straight dex.
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
Classic.
They will land. One will land here, and then the other will kind of land like here, not too far. You kind of like threw it, it kind of hit, and then landed. They both landed there. I need you to. I'm gonna add 2 things in here. So this is for the bandit, and then this is for the goblin. I need you to roll their initiative. And you can get the stat sheet for them all right off of the book.
All right.
And they will be rolled in for next turn. not this one.
Let me pull them up. All right, so I'm gonna roll first for the goblin because he was 1, and then second
Yep.
for the. All right, so goblin got a 7 plus 2, so 9. Bandit got a plus 1, so 15.
15. Okay, so they're not going this turn, but they will be in for next.
Can
So-
I bonus action?
Mhm.
Can I bonus action try to like ventriloquist my voice, like throw my voice?
It'd be kind of hard to do that.
Okay. Can I then just do it in like a high pitch to sound like a woman?
Yeah,
That's what I was
You-
gonna do for my turn.
make a performance check,
Okay.
and
-1. It sounds like a transvestite is what it's gonna come out as.
it sounds like a smoker for like 20 years.
But I'm gonna say, like monsters run.
Okay, so you shout, "Monsters run!"
Monsters
You sound like the
run.
robot guard.
And then I'm gonna back into the alley, like to here.
Okay. And you chuck these eyes. They kind of scatter on the ground, almost into
I
the
wanna do it
drain.
after. I would like to do it after though, like after they pop
Yeah.
up.
Almost into the drain. But you watch as these eyes form and morph into this bandit figure and then a little baby goblin guy, reminding you a little bit of Dirt. But you watch as the demeanor of all of the guard and the individuals here in this alleyway turn and are now focused not only on Scorn, but also on this, thinking kind of Scorn is lumped in with this.
Oh
No.
God.
I'm hoping for it's a distraction score. Just run.
All right, that will be your turn. Sereth, you're up.
Alright, I will pop out.
Don't worry, it's the robot guy that made that noise.
It's fully charged.
And
Yeah.
I will scream to the guards. What are you doing? Look at this. There are monsters here. Help!
This guard will turn and say, "Leave at once! It's not safe here."
All of you, what are you doing? All of you, do your jobs.
I won't ask again. Leave at once.
And I guess I'll go back and I want to see what Lugo tell me what he sees. What if Ian's reacting?
Okay, yeah, Ian is definitely reacting. In fact, why don't you go ahead and roll initiative for Lugo? Or does he go on your turn?
Yeah, he goes on my turn.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was true. So, yeah, Lugo definitely, Ian is turning his head down the alley and kind of just sees this guy and hears definitely the commotion. This guy right here is starting to turn around. This guy seems unfazed, but the archer is also moving, in the process of moving. Ian generally looks like he's unsafe, and the people around him, including this guy and this guy, are looking back and starting to move, or if they are moving, faster. It looks like Ian is in the middle of deciding what he's going to do and where he's going to go.
Alright, I'll have Lugo stay on him.
If he decides to move, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Will that end your turn?
Yeah, I'll end my turn.
Scorn, you're up.
Right, so currently he's putting handcuffs on me right now.
Yeah, he's like right behind you. The handcuffs are out. They're not put on you yet. He couldn't
Has he
do it all
reacted
at one
to
turn.
the bandit and the goblin? Like, is he maybe like?
Yeah, so what he has, basically what's happening is he's pushing with his arm. One arm is pushing you against the wall, while the other has the handcuffs ready, and he's turning and shouting. He hasn't.
Okay.
It hasn't been his turn, so he hasn't had the chance to like turn and face these things.
Yeah,
But-
I just want to wait and see what he does. So I'll hold my turn
Okay,
until
you hold.
after him.
All right, what you observe now in your tipsy state, I'm gonna go for the special guys first now. I guess the gentry will move. This guy is gonna turn and fucking book it. He wants no part of this at all. That lady's gone for sure. And her horse. And then...
How do we decide on their health again? Is it just whatever's on the sheet?
Yep.
Or was it like... I thought it was... Did we say something? Like it was a percentage of my health or something?
Yeah, I think it's half your health.
Okay.
Like your current HP, not max.
I mean, that is max.
Yeah, well, right now it is, but in the future it's not.
Right. So both of them each have 45 HP. Is that what we're saying?
I think... Have you ever thrown more than one eye out at once?
I have not.
I feel like maybe we should split the health between all of the
Okay.
creatures.
I'll give the bandit 23 and the other guy 22.
Let me write that in. 23 out of 23.
I cannot move them as well.
Yeah, I'll do that in a second. And then 22 out of 22. The problem... Okay. Sam. All right. You should be able to move that guy. The
Yeah, I got
goblin.
the goblin.
And you should be able to move that guy. Can you see their health bars?
Yep.
Okay, good. That's all that matters. All right. Thank you for clarifying that. So write that in the eye thing. That if you
Okay.
spawn multiple at once, they split the health. I think that's fair.
I'm fine with it. No,
All right.
No.
You watch as this guy will turn. This guy here in the mech armor.
I figured they were about to get hit, so I was like, well, let me just...
Danger identified. Pursuing target.
I love that.
Oh, shit.
He's going to... You watch as... What he does is he gets low, and you can see as he gets low, gripping this weird nozzle thing, he jumps, and there's like a force that's felt, or at least propagated into the ground, leaving a small little hole as like his boots launch him.
That's anime F.
He doesn't like fly up, but he'll like literally like jump out, and he'll jump 15 feet in one direction. So he'll jump here, get kind of close to this goblin, and he'll say,
Eliminating target.
and point the nozzle, and you watch as for a brief second there's a little bit of like liquid, and then this big column of flame that shoots out the front of this nozzle.
Shit. Fucking flamethrower.
Okay.
Tim, what is going on here?
That will be a 27 to hit.
Yeah, I think that's gonna hit.
Okay.
It does like-
Yo, how does the goblin have a higher AC than the bandit? That's nuts.
They're smaller. AC is based on dex.
Yeah, he does have a higher dex. I guess that makes sense.
All right. The goblin will take...
78 points of damage.
Would a flamethrower not be like a dex save?
No, it's treated as range here. Like, this is his ranged weapon.
Then isn't he at disadvantage since he's close?
No, he's within 10 feet. It's like a 10-foot thing.
Then it's melee. Range is
I would
like
say it's
range is
it's like
disadvantage if you're closer than 5 feet.
no, I would think that it's like a reach weapon,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, then it's like a ranged melee.
like a halberd, where it has like a range.
Or
Okay,
like
that
a
makes-
spear, or like a lance.
Yeah, like a halberd or like a glaive or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's fine. Like a reach melee makes sense. That's why if it was ranged, I was like, well, then you'd be at disadvantage. Or if he was melee, yeah, I just wanted.
That will be 21 points of fire damage.
Oh, he lives. 1 HP.
And then he will turn, take the front hand off of the foregrip, point that weird rotating circle thing around his gauntlet at the bandit, and fire from it. Where's my dice? Okay. Fire from it a projectile of some kind. So this would be a ranged attack.
yeah,
this is-
he's not closer than 5 feet, so it doesn't matter. That's why I was just curious if it was range. If you're closer than 5 feet, then it's at disadvantage. But if it's a reach,
Yeah,
melee
totally
weapon,
fair.
then it's fine. That's why I was curious.
All right. That is a 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit the bandit.
Okay. The
They're here
bandit
for
will
a
take.
time, at a wrong time.
The bandit will take 17 points of piercing damage, and then I need him to make a con save.
Good.
Or no, a deck save, excuse me.
Bandit. Dexter. Alright.
Wait, is it con save for stun?
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Then con save.
It's like
Yeah,
you
it's
got hit by
Constitution.
it, and the Constitution is to see if you can
Doesn't really matter
overcome
for the
being
bandit.
immobilized.
Okay, so then con save for the bandit.
Uh, 18.
That will just tie. So the bandit is not stunned. However, these metal pelts, like skeet shot essentially, all like it's basically like a shotgun kind of thing, shoot into his chest and all over his front torso, leaving little holes. Okay, then
The
The
bandit
guard-
has a 15. When is he gonna go?
yeah, no, so the guards rolled a 17.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Um,
I just want to make sure. Right, because they're this round they're added in, right?
this round. Okay, the guard will begin handcuffing you, Scorn. Are you choosing to fight it?
Yes.
Okay, so he technically has you grappled against the wall. Speed becomes 0. Grapplers and okay, you can't benefit from any. So there's nothing against this check here that's a disadvantage. So this will again be strength. He'll essentially try to make.
You say I'm at disadvantage?
No, there is none because
Oh,
you're
okay.
not technically bound yet. So you need to make, again, you have the choice between athletics or acrobatics, or not acrobatics, whatever the dexterity one is. And then
Acrobatic.
he'll make the contested strength.
Oh, that's rough.
Not the end of the world.
Okay, he got a natural 11, so that will beat you. You are now handcuffed and restrained, technically. So I will put the lock on you. So you have the restrained. You have 0 speed. Attack rolls have advantage on you, and you have disadvantage on
Now,
attack
would
rolls.
he be at 0 speed because it's just his hands?
Well, technically, he's like in
Oh,
grapple.
sorry, I guess he's grappled and
And
okay,
restrained.
He's cuffed, and the guy's holding him. So
Yeah, the guy is holding him. That makes sense.
All right, he's gonna move you with half speed because him and you. So that's 10, 20, 30. And he's gonna say, "Come on, we're going. I'm gonna put you in a cell for the night. Sober up while I handle this." This guy will go move 5, 10.
you're not gonna
15.
help your robot friend.
This guy is going to go here, and he's going to unsheath his sword and attempt to charge this guy on the horse with his sword. Now that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He does not have enough range this turn, so he'll get to here, and that's it. But his sword is drawn, and he's charging on the horse. This guy is going to not follow suit. He's going to kind of like come here and serve as protection for you and this guy. They kind of have a quick conversation. This guy is going to say over here, Lugo will
Wait.
hear this. Go ahead.
Scorn should have gone after the one guard.
Well, I was just gonna wait till I think they all go at the same time. So
Yeah, they would.
Okay, all right, then do it after.
This guy will shout on the horse, "Everyone, clear the streets. There's been an incident. Quickly, leave the area." And you hear the same thing from over here. That will be that. This guy is going to take a few steps forward and end his turn here. And that will be that. Scorn.
okay, I am going
Then
to
the bandit.
look behind me and misty step off the screen. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like right here ish.
Yep.
And then use my full movement and action to dash as far away from these guards down south or whatever direction it is on
That is
Serenity
south.
Street.
Yeah.
And I'll duck into one of the alleys, but not one that's like even remotely close to Sereth and Sam.
All right. I will say make a perception check. Okay. You are quickly running, hands bound, kind of running towards the alleys.
Cuffs wouldn't go with him, right?
He's cuffed.
But he misty stepped. And would the cuffs go with him?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like,
It's like all items you're wearing, right?
yeah.
He's
If
technically
you
wearing
misty step, do you leave your backpack?
You choose
can't-
to leave your backpack if you wanted to.
You can't like misty step out of things that are like you're wearing. Like if he was bound by a rope, he wouldn't misty step out of the rope.
I think that's fair. I wasn't trying to be clear.
Did Scorn go away for anybody else?
Thorn went away from me.
Oh no.
Rip.
Yeah, Scorn went away from me.
You guys can't hear me?
No, we
No,
can. I just can't
we don't
see
know.
you.
Yeah.
Oh. Let me see. I'm reloading.
Now I lost. Oh no, Connor's back. Yeah, just Tony.
Okay.
Yeah, just Tony.
Am I here now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
For me, at least. All right, so you make your way through here, running on the sides. People are getting out of your way, clearing the streets, and you duck into an alley on your left. On your left side. So, like, over and down the street that way on the left side.
Okay.
Hands bound still. Still a little tipsy. Okay. That will end. So, Scorn is off here.
Yeah, you can just tell me when I am able to make it back. I don't know if we're gonna
Well, what's your dash speed?
80.
Yeah, 80 feet. I'll keep that in mind as to where you are and where. You're going back to which location?
I want to I want to first and foremost lose the guards. Once I think I've lost the guards, make my way back to the original alley and see if Sam and Sarah are still there.
So you want to make your way back here.
Eventually. Like long term,
Okay.
yes. But not
All right.
I'm not heading right there.
All right. As you teleport away, this guard will shout, "Fuck! He's getting away! That way!" And he'll point. And as he points, you're already gone. But there are people mobilizing. Okay. He's done. Bandit is up.
Bandit is going to take a step over here. He's going to take out his light crossbow.
Okay.
And he's going to shoot that guy.
All right. Go ahead and make a ranged attack with the crossbow.
All right. He has a...
This looks hella sus, I just want to say.
Doesn't matter, you got away. I'm just trying to hold him.
No, I know. It's just the bandit like is being faced down by a guard, and he's like, like
So that's the total roll. 12. We'll miss that guy in armor here.
Nice.
The arrow shoots wide, slams into this back, like, tree area over here. The guard looks at you. Cut him down!
Bandit.
Okay. It is Sam, your turn.
What did I roll again? I don't even remember.
10.
10. I'm gonna say I'm gonna bonus action to tell Sarah to meet back at the bakery, and then I'm
Well, it doesn't
going
have to be a bonus action.
Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Then I'm gonna peace out and try to. I'm gonna try to like stealthily like find Scorn.
Okay, sure. Make a perception check with stealth. I'll allow you to do that as your action.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna like peace.
Are you flying or no?
No, I'm just gonna stay on the. Are the roofs densely packed enough that I could run across the roofs? You think?
Maybe not so much because you're on Serenity Street, but as you get into the thick of like that sort of cluster, probably, yeah.
Okay, then I will. I'll stay on the ground until I get to where I could probably go on.
All right, so
rooftop then.
you'll spend your movement this turn on the ground, and then the next
Yeah.
turns.
I'll be on the rooftop.
All right, so
stealth.
stealth and perception to see if you can find your buddy.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. You
That's
don't
like my
see
third match one the other night.
you don't see Scorn with that roll, but you have a very strong idea where he might go based on the terrain around you and the buildings. You definitely haven't seen him on this turn, but you kind of like a hound dog sniffing him out. Okay. But you are now off screen.
Yeah, I'm outie.
Okay. Goblin.
Goblin's gonna disengage as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
What's his movement?
I believe they have 30, yeah.
And he's gonna go over here and like attack the horse.
Okay. Go make attack on the horse. Going for the feet of the horse here.
Yeah. Alright. Goblin, scimitar, +4. Goblins are better than bandits, low key.
Oh, give me 1 second. Emily's calling me.
A goblin bandit would be OP.
Hello?
He's just busted. How are you gonna beat it?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to buy you some time, Tony.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can.
All right, yeah,
I
give me
can
1
go a
second.
different way.
All right, what'd you get?
16.
That
For
will
the horse.
that will actually hit the horse. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage, and then I gotta get Emily's locked out. I gotta let her in real quick, but I'll do this after the damage roll.
Got her.
Alright, Goblin, Scimitar, 1d6 +2. Nice, max damage.
Okay, so
On the
it
horse.
slices at the horse. You can hear the horse neigh and wince in pain. The guy to right here, he's turned his body to look after Scorn. Locks eyes with this goblin, as well as the guy on the riding the horse, and they're both gonna shout, "Goblin!" And I'll be right back. I have to let Emily in. Actually, we can take a
There's one
5.
thing.
Sareth, go, and then we'll take a 5-minute. She can wait a little longer.
Shit.
It's her punishment.
There's one thing we know, it's the
Longest
guards
turn of
hate
my life.
goblins.
Let me just stop and think. Alright, I'm gonna look at the guards. Does it look like they saw where Scorn teleported to?
They definitely saw where he teleported to, but you don't know if you presume Scorn is no longer there. But he just said this guard pointed in that direction and shouted like he's running. He's on the loose.
Okay, I will point this way towards like the east, and I will shout, that drunkard just appeared over there. He's running.
Okay, make a deception check.
Deception check with double advantage. Because they're robots.
Solid.
Okay.
Yeah, they
You
can't read
definitely get the attention of the guy on the horse, as well as the mech guy. They kind of look at you and look over there. What else do you do?
I'm around that corner, and then I'm gonna see what is my usual look through Lugo. Oh, have Lugo tell me what's going on.
Okay. This guard here will yell at you, "Off the streets! Get to safety!" As you've yelled at him. And we'll take a quick 5-er. I'll let Emily in. I have to pee. And we'll finish this encounter when we get back.
Cool.
So we'll be right back.
Grab some din din.
Picking up where we left off, Sareth just went. Scorn. Continuing on. Make a stealth check.
And
Unless you...
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll just make a stealth check, actually. It's fine. There we go.
Okay, yeah. You're ducking in the alleyways, running through kind of aimlessly in the direction you think is going to be some sort of loop back. Do you want to do anything while running?
Could I rage and try to break my shackles as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Go ahead and make your strength check with advantage because you are raged.
All right.
Oh, by the way, stealth is dex, so you have to make disadvantage.
Oh, good call. That's the other stealth roll.
Okay, 14 it is.
Same. And then here's my strength check.
And this is with advantage. Okay, 15 is just the DC you need. You slam the shackles in half. They're still around your wrists, but no longer tied together.
Sweet.
Now you're kind of dangling links, but hands are free. Do you want to do anything else with your action?
Dash.
Dash, got it. Okay, yeah, so that's 80 feet, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You are dashing in a direction in which you think is going to eventually loop you back in like this big sort of circle. All right. All the fun begins. This guy will move up. Big steps. He will take out the flamethrower thing. Actually, he'll stand back here to do it. He'll turn to you first, Seraph, and say,
Get back, citizen.
turn
Yeah,
back.
my super-
Boom. Light this fucker up. You know what? I'll even say he's going behind with advantage here.
I mean, he doesn't need it. It's like a fucking 12 to hit the bandit.
Yeah.
Get
Let's see.
That one.
No, that would be a 26 with advantage.
No, sorry,
I
that's
guess
gonna
it
miss.
just lands.
There's no point in rolling damage. The guy's dead. Like, all right, I guess
Yeah.
I'll roll it. No, you never know. No, because his bonus is more than that. Yeah, no, he's dead. So you watch as he'll turn and this liquid will shoot out and very quickly a spark will and this column of flame. You can hear screeching and like screeching in pain. This bandit is being burnt to a crisp. He falls to the ground dead, and you watch as his body is like just this scorched, disgusting, burnt mess, just on the ground. Smell of burning flesh fills the air. This guy will turn and say, "Leave at once," to these people, and then he'll 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Go here. You can see this guy is in beautiful plate. He has a humongous warhammer. It's kind of like those bloodborne weapons that are just so obnoxiously large. That's kind of exactly what it is. It's this huge warhammer with at the back end, it kind of comes together in this point, but at the front end, it's kind of like a meat cleaver. It has these very tiny little cones, or points. That thing looks like it could fuck something up. It's obviously two-handed. He'll run over. You see on the front, this is a red brand marking, a similar sort of sigil with the dragon, but this one is a little bit different. The dragon, instead of just sort of being there intertwined with its tail, has its mouth open and flames out of his mouth. You're not sure what that could distinguish or what it means per se, but different kind of sigil.
Ampersand?
There's no ampersand. It's not D&D.
Fire.
Okay. He will turn, or not turn. He will extend his hand and cast harm. No, that's too high level. He won't do that. He will do. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Is that what he wants? Let's
Harm the
touch.
shit out of him.
Sacred. Yeah, he'll do Sacred Flame. And he'll do it on the goblin. 60 feet. Well within 60 feet. The goblin
He's
needs to
gotta
make a
make
dex save.
Yeah.
Or will take 1d8 radiant damage.
He's gonna fail. It's gonna be like a 10.
Yep. Okay, so he's dead, but I'll just roll it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, even if he nat one.
All right, that's a 6. So the goblin has been radiated to death. This beam of light shoots from this person's hand. You can actually see it originates from a necklace dangling around his neck, but the energy will transfer through his arm, out his gloves, and incinerate this goblin. Okay. Then it's the gentry, and then the bandit will go. This guy is taking off. Goodbye. Ian will follow suit and run off screen with Lugo behind him. Lugo can move on your turn, though. Okay. Bandit's dead. Goodbye. Goblin's dead. Sam, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So I should now be able to get onto the roofs of the houses, right?
Yep. You are now bounding on the roofs of the houses. Make
I'm
another...
looking for Scorn. Do
Yeah,
I need to be
make-
stealthing it?
No. Perception, though.
Okay.
Okay. Did you roll stealth, Tony, last turn?
Yeah, I did. I got the
17,
14.
right? Oh, 14. Okay, you can see Scorn.
I want to head towards him.
Okay.
Will I be able to reach him in like?
What's your dash
speed?
speed? If you're dashing, probably.
110.
Yeah. If you're dashing, you can definitely hit him or get to him. Above him,
Okay.
at least.
Yeah, I want to be above him.
Okay. Are you gonna like make your presence known to him or no?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna call in the familiar fashion by which I normally do when I'm like invisible.
All right. So you're running parallel with him on the building above him while he's running through the sort of center like alleyway. What has happened essentially? You've ran as far as you think you needed to away in the direction on right, and now you're heading up. Does that make sense, Scorn?
Yep.
To do a kind of a big loop.
Yep.
And you
Sounds
see, as you're running up, Sam is bounding on the roofs atop of you. Or you hear him, rather. Looking down, you can see Scorn running, Sam. Okay, Sareth. Lugo will
Alright,
follow.
Yeah, Lugo to follow.
Okay. Lugo is 10 feet behind. What's Lugo's speed if he dashes?
Mastiff speed is 40, so you can go 80.
Oh, so you can catch up. Because he can only go 60. So this turn, you can be even with him. Or if you want to stay a trail like a little bit behind him, you can.
I will stay a little bit behind him to not attract attention.
Okay. So you are chasing after Ian. Will that end your turn?
I want to look at this steampunk boy.
Okay.
See if I can kind of, I guess, find anything out about him. Just like
What-
look at his armor or whatever, like physically, to see what this stuff is.
So this is more like you're not trying to see if he's magical. You're just trying to size up like what he's made out of.
Yeah.
Okay, that will
How
be.
is it?
Just make a perception check. All right. With a 17, let me open my notes. Okay. He is definitely made from not iron or steel, but some sort of alloy. It's tough to understand the alloy. You're not really a metal worker per se. But this
We
is
had that class though.
yeah, but even still, I mean,
Yeah, sorry.
you might be okay because you read it with keen mind, but Sareth did fail.
True.
I know how to swing them, not how to make them.
It's true. Yeah, these are basically big sheets of this alloy, very strong. It's copper colored. It's obviously not copper. His pack is interesting. It seems like it's built into the armor and less of something that you can take off. But from looking at, because you get a good look at the back, you can see that it kind of looks like it could be used in a few different ways. In terms of the hose nozzle thing that's attached to it. In this setup, it looks like obviously fire. But looking at the rest of his armor, It kind of walks the line of something that like you've only ever really heard of, like a construct, like something made from metalwork that is imbued with magic, like arcane energy to give life.
Okay.
This would be like something that you never would have seen in person, but maybe perhaps hear rumors of, tales from the front lines, perhaps. This is probably, you gather, one of the many machines of war created in the city.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you definitely know it's not manned by a human being, or a humanoid, I should say. It's its own thing. Okay. Are you going to leave and go down the alley, or what?
Yeah, I'll go down the alley.
Okay. Where are you going?
I will start heading back to the bakery.
Okay. Sam, you notice that Scorn is leading you. We're out of initiative now. Scorn is leading you out of the alley, or not out of the alley, back towards where you came from.
As I notice that, I want to like tell him to redirect back towards the bakery.
Okay. I assume, Scorn, you adhere to that, and eventually, at different times, you come sprinting towards the back. The first people there would be probably Sereth.
Yeah, she went directly back.
Sereth, you knock on the back door. Eventually, your mother and father open it up. You're out of breath, kind of just winded. You run in. What's going on? Is everything okay?
We have alerted some guards. They don't know it's us. But I think everything's fine.
It's cool.
Okay, well, come in quickly.
Good.
She's gonna like look in the alleyway, and she'll see running and Sam kind of jumping down from the roof. Scorn and Sam kind of arrive. Oh my goodness! Get in, quick!
I think we're good. I think we lost them, right, Scorn?
Yeah, I think we're good. I'm so sorry about that, guys. That's totally my bad.
Hey, everybody gets at least one, right?
Yeah.
So,
Hey, man, I was hard on you back at the banquet, and I'm sorry for that.
it happens, Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment. Look, I do want to say, though, it was very convincing, and I think the skill at which we made that vomit only made it more so.
And
That's
you know
why
what?
They got so angry because they thought that you actually threw up on them.
It was fun. It was fun to dump vomit on a guard.
I bet you it was.
Yeah.
You should have seen the look on his face, man.
I did.
don't-
Believe me.
I don't
Well, like when it happened, like right away.
Oh,
'cause,
right,
like,
yeah.
you were behind him.
Yeah.
All right.
Mara's just gonna turn.
Yeah, it
She's
was,
not want to be part of this conversation.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing that we told other people. We don't have the best methods, but we get the best results.
It's true.
I'm just glad
We
you're
have-
safe.
Haven't
That's-
failed yet.
Good.
Yeah, I haven't failed a single mission.
Um.
Doesn't count.
Well, what's Lugo's status on the target?
Lugo is following him right now.
What do we have an idea of where he's heading? Is he heading back?
He's heading in that general direction. Lugo will kind of convey to you.
Seems like he's heading back.
Sam.
Okay, then-
Do you think you could pick the locks on these? And I'll show
Oh
my
yeah,
shackle.
yeah, absolutely. Let me see this. I'll thieves tool these bitches off. Do I have the thieves tool set up? Let's see. No, I don't.
Other
Oh
proficiency.
wait, no, here I do. I have it here.
Oh, that was
Oh.
close, Dan.
So close.
But I got a +2 to it.
13, sure, yeah, that's good.
Oh, I gave you that +3, and then I don't think it was used at all.
But it can be used now. Let's see how it goes.
For the D3, I mean. It was 10 minutes. I don't know if it's been 10 minutes. Probably has not
probably.
been 10 minutes yet.
It doesn't really matter.
I ran for 10 minutes.
That's good. It's good. You can get the shackles off eventually. You kind of like being the stealthy, dexterous member of the party and the kind of lock picker. These kind of come off a little bit harder than you expect. You're just kind of playing it up.
Well, it's because he banged him up. I mean,
Yeah,
look how badly you smashed
sure.
these things, man.
Yeah, he's blaming you.
The mechanism's really like got a little crunched in here. It's making it a little bit tighter than usual.
That's not my bad. I need my arms for like running.
It's all right. Nothing I can't handle though. You're lucky you have me. You know.
Yeah. Oh man, what's the time? We
I'd say yeah.
You're
It's
our
been
clock.
like
I'm talking to God. Don't.
so
I'm
getting
not
there and all
time.
that and reconnaissance stuff. It's probably been like 45 minutes in total. So it's like 9ish.
We're still on for the original plan. No big deal.
Great. I'm down a Misty Step and a Rage and a
I'm
Bolstering
down-
Magic.
I'm down 2 eyes. So.
Yeah, I didn't really lose anything in that whole.
I'm surprised
Alright,
you're not
yeah.
talking about the mech lord that just wrecked your fucking eyes.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
what
what-
was that thing? You guys see that little like?
Little. That thing was
I
huge.
did look at it. It looked kind
Wow.
of like a construct.
Maybe
that's
it
one of the
was-
things that they're making in the forge.
Yeah, maybe the
Oh, maybe.
professor who we talked to knows something about that.
Oh, maybe he knows their weakness. That'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
Flowers.
Eventually get that information once we save his wife.
Bundle of roses.
Constructs
I thought it would be magical.
are
'cause
constructs not
it's
magical.
throwing fire. But no, it looks like it was made.
Oh,
But
Well,
it's throwing fire like magic, but it doesn't look magic. It looks like it was man-made.
it had pretty advanced sentience, is all I'll say.
it did. Yeah, I thought. I don't know. I thought it was a person in there in that tin
I
suit.
mean, it could be.
But what do I know? I'm not the smartest egg in the pack.
I'm not
In the carton.
Smartest
Nah.
egg in the pack.
smartest.
No, I
the
stand
nest.
by what Sam said. He said pack, not carton.
Hey, they still get milk in a bag in this world, so.
When they slap the bag, they're talking about milk, all right?
Yeah. Wine comes in a barrel. Milk comes in a
Yeah.
bag.
Exactly. Slap the bag is a breakfast activity.
So, what's the plan? Anything?
Uh,
I know you talked about like you're gonna use
Where's
Lugo,
Lugo?
right? Yeah.
yeah,
Ian takes a few detours, but eventually ends back up in his tent. Late, probably around 11. The only person up at this hour besides him is Curly and obviously the dogs. And Curly is just by the fire, rocking back and forth, kind of chilling. Ian will say, Lugo will hear this. Roll stealth for Lugo, just in general, but Ian will say, Curly, get some sleep, bud. And Curly will just kind of rock back and forth. Okay. All right.
So,
Go ahead.
I'm thinking once we get to the encampment, mostly everyone will be asleep or at least have their eyes shut, trying to sleep. Because I don't know how easy it is to fall asleep on the ground.
I mean, if that's just how you sleep, then
You're probably used to it, exactly.
yeah.
So I have this orb that I was given by I think Andrea, that produces a darkness and silence effect. I think that would be good to just do on the general population of the encampment, just to keep them sort of like literally in the dark while all of this is going down.
Actually, a really good idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
Put it on the
What's
tent, we go
what's
in.
the radius of that thing?
30 feet.
All right, yeah, I guess if you could do it over the general picnic area.
Remembering back to when we've seen the orbs used, do they make a sound when they're activated?
To
Good.
activate them, you have to press a mechanical button. And they make a sound if you throw them.
Because they're metal, right?
Yeah. But there is no,
There's no
activation sound other than the button being pressed.
All right.
And
well, then
in the case of the darkness and silence spell, half of the
yeah.
button press will be, heard. The release won't.
What's the length of time from when you press it to when the spell activates?
Exactly one action. So because Lugo got a pretty bad stealth roll, this is where he needs to stay in relative earshot, but not direct line of sight without being seen and noticed.
Okay, so I think if I press the button, lob it into the encampment at least 30 feet away, we should be good. Just as
Okay.
long as it doesn't hit anyone.
I'm down.
Oh! All you hear is and then silence.
Well, hold on though. I mean, if we do that and anyone wakes up, then we alert them that something happened. You know what I mean?
People
of course.
they would be in darkness, but they will definitely know there's silence and darkness.
So I think we should hold off on that.
For an emergency.
If they start to notice, well, like let's say I'm in the tent doing my thing, then throw it out there because they already noticed something's going on anyway. Might as well disorient them, you know. But I don't think we should start off with it.
Okay.
Also, if we have the darkness spell, we won't be able to see either. I have dark vision, but I can't see through magical darkness.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, I don't think we should use it on ourselves. I just meant use it on them while we do our thing out in the open.
I think we should still save it in case they start to notice that something's going on.
Yeah, I think that's smart. Maybe. Well, you guys, I'll do my detect magic thing. I'll tell you what needs to be dispelled, what doesn't, and then maybe I can stand outside while you guys do that. Keep watch with the orb,
I think that's fine.
with the meat and the orb. Just
Yeah, and then once they're dispelled, we go meet, and then I'll go invisible, sneak in, paralysis poison, grab the book, and then we'll shove them into the barrel, and we'll get going.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just getting this ready for when you guys get here, but you can only, this is where you can like only fit this horse and buggy. The rest of this is kind of tight space. So you can kind of park it here, but the rest of it will have to be on foot.
Park where?
It's at the top.
Up west, like next to that
It's-
circular building.
Oh, I see. So here?
Yeah, and like you can park like underneath the tree.
Yeah,
but
that's fine. I think that's why we have the guard uniform, or like the employee uniforms. I don't think employees carrying a barrel would be suspicious. I hope.
Yeah. These are all like owned by the vulnerable vagrant, so perhaps.
Yep.
Okay. So I just want to put the horse there so that we have it.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
And then I will get all of you. Well, actually, so Lugo is there, and he will stay there. You'll hear that interchange between Ian and Curly, and nothing from Ian after that. So, given that information, and it's approaching the 11th hour, it's approaching midnight, you guys get ready to go on your journey.
Look, that first one didn't count. That wasn't our real plan. We didn't plan that one, so that one's.
Yeah, that wasn't a plan.
You know, I think we're just not good at improvising. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Do we want to just before we leave, make sure Ian's in his tent?
Yeah.
Would he notice? He wouldn't notice the spell, right?
No, it's invisible to anyone.
Unless he has like detect magic or something like that, he wouldn't know.
Well,
Yeah, or
he
like
didn't
true
notice it.
sight.
He didn't notice it the first
Or
time.
true sight, yeah, or true sight.
All right, so yeah, let's go. Yeah, do it up. I think that's a
All
good
right,
idea.
so I'll cast clairvoyance again.
Okay. In the same spot you originally put it, you look down
Back corner.
at Ian, who is in bed, currently kind of cleaning out his fingernails with a dagger he has. Make a perception check. That will refresh tomorrow.
I didn't roll for the other one that I used. I used 3 so far. I used 2 on Ian's tent and then 1 in the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a recharge tomorrow and then a recharge in 4 days.
All right. And you said perception?
Yes, through your clairvoyance. And you're choosing to see, correct? Not hear?
Yeah.
All right. So, getting your mind in the tent, you can see a very dim lit tent. A single lantern is sort of sitting on like a little night table next to him. The same night table in which he put his ledger, disguised now, potentially. He is sitting on his bed, propped up. It's a nice bed, nice fur blanket sits across his cot. kind of propped up with a little backrest, just kind of picking his nails with his knife. You see on the far right side of the tent, his bed is hugging the left side, so kind of like over here, which is where you placed it last time, kind of like back here, right?
Yep.
On this corner here, you can see there is a chest of some kind, and it has on it a pretty beefy looking lock, which you noticed earlier was unlocked, is now locked, completely locked. And then aside from that, the room is just generally cluttered. And with a 24 roll on one of his boxes of clutter and whatnot, you spot a necklace of some kind with an eye as the sort of amulet hanging at the base of the necklace.
Is it similar? Sorry, I don't know this.
Is it similar to Shikast's?
It looks like it, yeah.
Endless.
What's that mean? What the hell?
Does he tell us this?
Yeah, I
don't
would.
know.
I would say, well, for 10 minutes, does anything else happen, or is that just the 10 minutes, pretty much?
Well, you can speak as well as look.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, it looks like Ian is still awake, so we shouldn't go just yet.
At least he's there, though. That's
Yeah, there's a chest in the corner that looks locked, but it was open before, and there's also a necklace on top of it that looks a lot like the one that Shikast was wearing, weirdly.
Don't we have an eye pendant as well?
I believe you put it in the bag of holding because
We did, but does it look similar to that one too?
No. So that eye pendant is similar to the Cult of the Eye symbol.
Okay.
Shikast's is not necessarily.
That was going to be my question, but I couldn't metagame it. What was Shikast's eye pendant look like? Do we remember?
That one was it looked like a standard like eye necklace, but thank you, sweetie. But it had on it a very nice emerald, sort of at the pupil. Silver, rather large, maybe about this big.
Does this one have a gemstone as the pupil that I can make out?
Yeah, you see, it's identical to what you would remember Shikast's necklace looking like.
Maybe
Alright.
maybe I can grab that too then. Maybe he knows. Maybe it's Shikast. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Was that thing might have been one of a kind? It might have been others. I don't know. We'll have to ask him about it when we finally get to talk to him.
He gets up maybe about minute 6 of your spell, your clairvoyance. Kind of sits up, sheaths the dagger, puts it underneath his pillow, and he will kind of just sit, arms crossed, staring at the edge of his bed, at like over here at the tent. And his mouth starts moving, like he's having a conversation. But you don't see anyone opposite to the tent, like
Can I
opposite.
switch? Let me look at clairvoyance.
You want to switch? You can switch as an action.
You can
Yeah,
switch
I'll
between-
switch. Once
But
I see his mouth moving, I'll try
Okay.
to switch.
You're not allowed to spam it though, but yeah, you can.
What do you mean spam it?
So you can
Like,
spam it every 6 seconds.
Every
Yeah,
6 seconds, you can flip flop.
Yeah, you can do that technically, but like what I'm saying is like you can't spam it so much where like you can see and hear.
So that I'm seeing and hearing
Yeah,
at the same
yeah.
time. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to do that. Yeah, yeah.
Tony just gets a video at 6 frames per second. It's okay.
It's like when you hold spacebar on a YouTube video. All right, so you switch immediately. Your vision goes black, but you begin to hear very strangely. It's kind of like when you wear headphones. Hear directly into your ears the sound of the tent, but around you, the periphery of the room you're in. Ian is speaking in Common, and it sounds like he's having a conversation with his father. He says, "Dad, it's been so long." No, that's not good. Dad, I'm back. No. He just sounds like he's practicing, rehearsing what he's trying to say. And then eventually, if you choose to continue to hear, is that what you're going to do?
Yep.
He says, forget it. You hear him lay back down. And
to that, I'll switch again.
okay, you hear him blow out the lantern, and darkness falls his tent.
All right. So it sounds like he was talking to or practicing talking to his dad. Maybe he plans to return home soon, which I think is good for us. I think that gives us a little bit of leverage when it comes to negotiating.
I think so, yeah.
Well, wasn't our whole play for him to like expose who he is? So if he just does it on his own, that's not good for us.
No, we don't need to blackmail him. We need to blackmail his father.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if
So-
he just goes to
Well,
his
Right, but
on his
if
own-
he tells his father, the father could cover it up. If we
Yeah.
have him, then we can blow it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. I doubt that if he came home, his dad would be handing out flyers around town saying, "My son was the leader of this gang."
But we could use that to manipulate Ian. Maybe be like, we'll help you get back with your father. But in reality, it's
Scorn.
Hmm.
At the very, very last few seconds of your clairvoyance spell, the last 10 seconds, you see Ian turn over facing the wall here, rolls over in his cot, and you see, it's dark, the front flap of his tent ever so slightly opens,
No.
and you can see the same kind of clothes you saw on Curly. And then the flap kind of closes back, and that's when your vision is gone.
Curly's in the tent. Can Lugo get a
Well,
view?
to be completely like straightforward, you didn't see him enter. You saw him open the flap, look in, and then start to close it, and then your vision
Oh.
disappeared.
Okay.
yeah.
Curly's
see if Lugo can
awake.
get closer.
Curly's awake.
I
That's-
mean, we also kind of want Curly as well, right? So I don't know.
you have 2 doses of that poison?
I unfortunately only have one. But, I mean, I have an Umber Hulk poison that is more dangerous and I haven't messed around with as much, and I don't have an antidote to it. But it does do paralysis and blind them, but the dosing could be a little weird, and we'd have to wait for it to wear off, and it could kill him maybe. I don't know, but I mean...
That is
really-
definitely more fatal, by the way.
Yeah.
I think Curly's an important piece. I don't know if we want to risk him. We need,
We
like,
can give
he
him
has a
cyanide.
lot of information.
I also have some unknown poison. We could just roll the dice on it.
Literally.
Oh no, I lie. I do have Umber Hulk poison antidote in my inventory, so I might be able to dose him. But it's definitely more dangerous. It would be riskier.
Could you? I'm not a chemist, but could you maybe mix the two and like dilute it?
I mean, maybe, but I don't know.
Hmm.
I could try, but we could potentially risk losing all of it if
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
Man, what do we do about Curly?
And I move Lugo to like over here.
You can roll another
Right,
stealth.
Over here. Yeah, let's roll another stealth here. And
Yeah,
I'll use
go ahead.
my inspiration this time.
Okay, sure.
What does that do? Roll
You have, I believe, yours is birthday too, so yours is a D6.
6.
D6.
17.
Yay, 17. Let's go.
Yeah, Lugo can pretty easily make his way to like here. Make a perception roll for Lugo.
Perception, and he's gonna be hearing to see if he's in there. So that's advantage.
Okay.
Roll 2d20. And perception is wisdom +1, so 15.
Okay. Lugo sees a darkened camp, embers of a fire that once was burning brightly. People are sleeping in their sort of cots or on their sort of mats. This guy, while he is seated, is sleeping, and these people over here are also sleeping. Curly is standing by the fire, or sitting, I should say, by the fire, staring at Ian's tent. And Lugo, using his ears and great perception in that front, Ian is not like he can kind of understand that there's no movement in the tent, and Curly looking at it kind of still means Ian is in there.
Oh, Curly's not in the tent. He's by the fire, but he's intently watching.
He's seated on a crate next to the fire, just staring at the loot in front of Ian's tent, the dogs, and the tent itself. I will add, Lugo notices this dog here is fast asleep, but can't see this one. So I'll put little Z's
I have
on
a
it.
question for you.
Sure.
So the possum potion, it says they appear to be dead. Does that mean that they like pass out, or just that they get really pale, their heartbeat slows, but they're still like conscious and aware?
No,
Are
no,
they,
they
under anesthesia where they are out, or are they under anesthesia where they're awake, but if you surgery them, then they feel everything?
So appearing dead means it's sort of meant for like an assassin who wants to lay still, if that makes sense.
So like if we give that to somebody, they would essentially do like a paralysis for like a
They'd
minute.
be aware. Yeah, they'd be aware of everything.
But they'd be
Yes.
aware, but they wouldn't be able to move, and they'd like stop breathing.
They wouldn't stop breathing, it would just be super, super faint. But
Like,
yes.
super faint.
You can just drag them, and they'd
Can
be
I?
very-
So according to my notes, that's a 15 gold like reagent fee. Is that something I could make now, or would I have to go out and buy those?
Sorry, this is with the possum potion,
Yeah, from the poison crafting that I get from the.
and it's 15 gold for what to get the ingredients to make it?
I'm assuming that would be the cost of the total ingredients to make it.
Yes, 15 gold would be, yeah.
So
Now-
is that? Could I like make it now and like? I don't know how you want to rule this. Is what I'm asking.
Well, if it would take a while to brew the potion,
Yeah, I guess that's also true. I don't have it made.
but to make it would require 15 gold pieces worth of components to make one little vial, one-time use.
Yeah, I guess we wouldn't have time to make it, but
No, definitely not to make it, especially because you're nearing like 30 minutes till midnight.
Yeah. Okay, well, good to know for next time. But yeah, so our options are we got the Umbra Hulk poison that we could roll the dice on, and I have that paralysis potion that is definitely going to be good.
Can you see his name?
Yes.
Yeah, I see. his
Okay,
name.
good. Okay, just want to make sure.
He's that guy.
Is Curly, like, Curly has to sleep, right?
I don't know.
I don't
Be a
know.
robot.
Lugo watches as Curly takes a little scan around, kind of peeks his head up, making sure people are down, removes from his breast pocket a note, begins to scan it. Next
Scan
to the
it?
fire. Scan through it next to the light
Oh,
of the
okay.
fire.
That's probably the note he gets from Monbai. I don't know this. If Sarah told me that, I would have a response.
I relay the information that I see.
That's probably the note from Montreal's bodyguard with like the targets for the next day or something. If I had to guess.
Probably.
After a few seconds, he puts it into the embers of the fire, and you watch as it burns.
He's definitely not.
He's definitely not great.
challenged as he lets on.
Okay, are you guys mobilizing, or are you waiting for Curly?
Well, Sarah, how does he look? Is he like rocking back and forth? Like when nobody's watching him, what are his mannerisms like?
He looks totally normal right now. He looks collected. Before he read the note, he took the time and the mental effort to look around and make sure that nobody was awake or looking at him. So he knows what he's doing.
I mean, we could go either way. I mean, I'm willing to risk the Umber Hulk poison on Curly because he's secondary, right? I mean, we
Yeah,
would need we
I
would
worry
need
that. Oh, go ahead.
I would say we would need to take care of him anyway because if well, I guess we were trying to do if Ian goes missing, he does that sometimes, so it might not be suspicious. But
That's the
Curly's
only thing. Yeah.
Curly's going to be a problem either way, so it's like this could be a win-win. Either he dies and he's not a problem, but we lose some information, or we dose him right and we get Curly as well as Ian, and then it's a twofer.
How fast acting is the Umber Hulk poison?
Pretty quick.
It's
That one, pretty sure.
that one's instant because on an Umber
Yeah.
Hulk it would be instant.
Yeah.
Well then, yeah, that's fine with me because as long as there's no time for him to shout or react, I'm cool with it.
All right, so Umber Hulk poison for Curly, and then paralysis poison, which is the safer one on Ian.
Yes.
Now, do
Yeah.
we need 2 barrels? Like, what are we doing with Curly? Are we just leaving him there?
No, I don't think we can leave
No,
him.
I don't think you leave him there. We have to take him with us.
We could double barrel it. I mean, Jared, how would I know how big Curly is? Like, is he like a smaller guy?
Well, I
or
can
is
look
he...
at him right now and tell you.
Yeah, Lugo can relay. He's probably like 6'6", like
Oh,
kind of
wow.
beefy.
Oh, he's fucking big. All right.
He's like a big, like not 6'6" is probably too much, like 6'4"-ish.
Still, it's fucking big.
Yeah, he's probably like 6'4", like 270.
All right, I definitely wouldn't be able to carry him. Yeah, we'd probably need 2 barrels.
So, okay, that's fine, I guess. I mean, it
I
doesn't really
mean,
change our
we
plan.
have multiple barrels on the wagon, right? So we would just have to take 2 trips, which might be, or is
Well, I
Do we-
mean, Scorn can carry, like, you can be the lookout leading us forward. Scorn could carry, what's his face? Ian, and I can carry Curly.
yeah, I guess we could maybe do it that way.
By yourself?
I don't know, it
I
might be
got, I
tough.
got a 20 strength.
You give it a try.
Strongest that a person can be.
We're not going that far. Like, we could bring him back here and then like load him onto the cart. Well, no, we would have the cart. We wouldn't need to carry
We'd
it.
have to bring
So-
them to the
We
car.
have to get them to the car.
Carrying capacity with a 20 strength score is a light load is 133 pounds or less. A heavy load is 267 to 400. So you would be able to just at very reduced speed.
Yeah, so it would take you a little bit longer, but you could do it by yourselves.
Strong ass bitch.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down in the clown.
You know, worst case, Curly just dies,
Yeah,
and,
then-
we don't have
yeah,
to worry about it.
could be a blessing in disguise.
It could be. I mean, we would like him for his information, but he's also secondary. So I think I'm feeling good to move out.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Let's go.
Okay.
Wait, one question. How are we getting Curly? How are we getting Curly?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
So are you leaving right now or are you waiting at all?
I'm assuming while we're talking, we're waiting.
Right, but
Like,
like,
we'll
are you
head
going to
out-
wait
we'll
like
head
an
out.
hour or like 2 hours?
Let's
Head
give
out.
Ian some time to get into like a deep sleep. Maybe like
Yeah.
half an hour.
I mean, we could get in position and wait.
Yeah,
but
I think we should head over and just be ready to go in.
So you will take the cart. I'll get your peoples on
what
it.
if we aim it so that everyone, when we get Curly, if we get Curly, I don't think using your darkness silence thing is going to matter, right?
What about the dogs though? If we throw a dart at Curly, no doubt the dogs are going to see that and react.
If we give him the food first, maybe not.
But if we give him the food first, then Curly will see us giving him the food.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to see if Curly's awake or not.
We'll
how
see.
this goes.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a little improv, not much, so we should be okay.
Yeah. Hopefully we can handle
I-
this.
We can give the food to Lugo. Lugo could like walk over there with it. The other dogs could see it and kind of chase Lugo to get the food.
Oh, that's
And
great.
they can pull aggro.
That is an option. We could try that too.
And maybe Curly chases the dogs. That'd be awesome. You know.
Hey,
I doubt it,
maybe,
but-
you know what? Maybe we can just get Curly to run into one of the barrels.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
Like we'll put little pieces of
Jared, could you make that
candy
happen?
leading into the barrel, and he'll just follow it right in.
Another
Psst.
thing though
Hey
is
kid,
that
you
with,
want some candy?
with Curly,
Ooh, piece of candy.
he can't exactly like just stand up and go like, oh my god, people are breaking into the tent, because that would also break his cover. So he can't act too coherent.
That's true.
So he's
Well,
sort
he
of
could just start screaming and be like, "People."
yeah, I know.
Okay.
All right, we're
Let's
here.
this is overthinking it. We're just giving
Yeah.
Jared too many ideas. Let's.
Yeah.
All right, everyone roll stealth. Sam, are you invisible?
Not yet.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
yeah.
put my boot pads on for this.
All right, so this is your single stealth booty roll.
I
You have
gave
advantage.
2 to Connor, right?
And if you had the wine, you also get a was it a D6?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll use one of the stealth pads.
Okay, you have advantage.
Roll
So I get
again,
advantage and a
and then
D6.
I have D6.
Yeah, you're no longer tipsy, so you're fine.
I have 14. Roll D6.
That's a 26 stealth.
16 for
16.
Sereth. Okay. And Sam gets a measly 32.
That's all right.
I collected 16.
All right, so realizing up ahead the path is narrowing significantly and you cannot get a horse and buggy through there. You stop, park the horse here next to the circular building, identifying this as the vulnerable vagrant. Something. This as
Gordon and
well.
Sheriff, they're in the uniforms, right?
Yeah, they are disguised.
You have double advantage on stealth.
Lugo, you're going to sort of all wait there, just chill until you think enough time has passed. How long do you want to wait? So it took you probably 15, 20 minutes to get here, just walking stealthily and not stealthily necessarily, but slowly with a horse and buggy. Definitely slows you down.
12:30ish.
So you want to wait another half hour?
I think that works. With Lugo watching, like
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Lugo mostly keep an eye on Curly.
Okay. Curly gets up, goes over to his, what's it called? His stuff. Looks like he rummages through something. Make another perception for Lugo, because there's been some time.
Advantage.
Not with sight. You can't really hear what he's getting.
I want to hear exactly what he's getting.
Okay.
Or nothing.
So that's +2, right? Or 1?
That's +1.
Okay. He gets something. And he'll make his way over to here. This you hear with Lugo's great hearing. This dog is kind of sleeping, but this dog kind of wrestles awake, and you can hear a chain being kind of pulled a little bit on the ground. And Curly will come over. You see him bend down. Even with his tall figure, you can see over the pile of shit in front of Ian's tent. And you can hear like petting. Lugo hears petting of the dog. The dog's panting. And then like eating. The dog's snout eating something. And Curly will take a step carefully, gingerly, and kind of... Oop. I lost him.
now the dog is on top of Curly.
Curly's getting humped, yeah.
Dog is showing
Um,
dominance over
Dog
Curly.
is very appreciative and will
He'll
now
make a
bang
stealth
Curly.
roll. Okay. He just peeks into the tent ever so slightly. Takes a step in.
I think this is our time. Curly's
Curly's
inside
the
the tent.
tip. All right, yeah, I think we gotta go.
Yep.
I'm gonna go invisible now.
All right. Everyone roll initiative. Sam is invisible.
Where? Oh, there I am. I was like, where the hell am I? I keep clicking. Nice.
Scorn, can you click on your guy and roll one more time? I'll change it to a
Oh.
17.
Yeah, I keep doing that.
Okay, so 17. That's Sam. Sam, what did you get before?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I got a 14.
15.
17 for Scorn. Okay. Scorn, you're first.
All right. I'm going to move 5, 10, around the barrel, like around, or so I'm here. So like around the cart, so like here.
Okay.
That's 10 feet, I guess, or
No.
I
The
could squeeze
cart's
by.
not backed up.
Okay,
It's in a
so
different tile.
5,
fine.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Can I squeeze through here or no?
No, that is not unless you're small.
Oh crap. Okay, can I go back?
I mean, you would know you can't squeeze through there. So,
Uh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I didn't know that this crevice was here, so I wasted my turn. I'll go.
No. You knew.
It's undead.
You can look
Alright,
and see. Like, you can look from here and see, hey, I'm not fitting through that.
All right. So then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then I will dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Okay. You are keeping, you're not keeping low or doing anything weird. You're kind of dressed as a worker walking through. You notice at this hour, the vulnerable vagrant is closed. However, in this building here, there is a light illuminating this. Let me reveal it. Like a portion of here. You can see through the windows. Looks like some kind of dining hall area, like dining room. It's probably all you can see. Pretty well furnished. Very low light, but someone is in there. Looks like they're sweeping. And I'll bring them over. Oops. Hello? There we go. They're kind of just in there sweeping. Okay, is that end your turn?
Yep.
Sam.
Well, I hate that I have to say this now because Scorn went first, but I'm going to say, Seraph, grab the barrels. And then, or at least grab a barrel. And then
It's a reaction.
30, 60, 90.
You can also fly over the building.
I guess I could do that. All right, then I'll do that. I'll fly up onto this. So hold on, let me.
So which building? This building?
So 25 movement to here.
The building is 3 stories, so what's a story? 12 feet?
Oh, I think it might be. That would be 36. Right. So I'm on the roof with.
Story is about 14 feet tall.
So we'll just call it 15.
Okay.
Yeah, just make it easy.
45 plus 25. That's
70.
70. So I have another 90 feet of movement.
Yep. So you're on the building at this point, 70 feet, or not 70, like 45 feet in the air.
30 feet to get. I'm just going to move out of the blackness to that edge.
Okay.
And then I'll probably be able to land back down. And that's probably about it. I'll land like over here.
Okay. Lugo hears the footfall of Sam next to him, signaling to you, Sareth, that he is close. That will end Sam's turn. Sareth, it is your turn.
Alrighty, I will grab a barrel and start making my way downtown. So 5, 10, 20, 25.
Barrel? Empty barrel? Yeah, you're fine. There's no really impeded movement.
45.
Here, I'll give you control of this barrel.
Well, I don't want to have to move the barrel with me, so I'll just say that I have it.
Here. Sareth has a barrel. All right, you are right behind Scorn. Scorn.
Get the barrels.
Scorn sees the girl. Shit.
By the way, if you wanted to listen with Sareth at all,
Who's that?
Sareth, excuse me, Lugo, would you like to do so?
I would.
All right, roll with advantage.
Oh wait, no, I don't click there. I have to type. Let's go.
Okay, you can
28.
hear in the tent. There's no talking. There's still 2 sets of breaths, but you can hear ever so gently. Curly is looking through things. You can kind of hear displacement of paper occasionally, movement of objects on wood. Very quiet, but again, Lugo is very perceptive.
Good like that.
Okay, especially with that roll.
That's not good.
Scorn.
He tries around and beat us to it.
I'm gonna head back and grab a barrel.
All right, so use your full movement to grab the barrel. That will be your turn.
That's
Sam.
why I said I hate to say this now, but I had to. I had to wait.
It's great. It's a good moment.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 35 feet to here. Is that dog? So that dog's still sleeping, right? Is the other one still eating?
Oh, make a perception roll, and This one is passive against this one's passive. And
Scorn
then
also has the meat. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys should have waited. I don't know.
Well, Curly
Maybe I
gave
should
him
have waited.
something.
Should've grabbed the
Perception?
barrel.
perception.
You said? Okay.
No, I'm sorry, not perception. Stealth.
Oh.
They're rolling. This one's rolling perception. This one is passive.
Stealth.
I will roll. Okay. This one is sound asleep. This one, for a brief second, stops eating, looks up, kind of, and then continues to eat.
Okay. It continues to eat. I have 20 more feet of movement, so I'm going to use 10 of it to go into the tent.
Are you going to open the tent flap?
Yeah. Stealthily open the tent flap.
Well, it doesn't matter how stealthily you are. The tent flap opens and the light shines through, so Curly will know.
Right in front of the tent flaps. What's it look like? Are they closed? Is there a little gap?
So they normally would overlap. Like the left one is a little longer than the right, and they would kind of come together. By no means is it bug proof. There's no net, but the way it's set up currently right now, because Curly walked through it, it's been disturbed, and so the top is overlapped, but the bottom there's a thin opening, and you can see light is kind of shining through the bottom of the flap. The last like 3 or so feet.
Okay, I know.
It's very slightly open.
I know Curly is in there. I guess all right, I'm gonna take out one of my darts. I'm gonna coat it with what I think is the appropriate amount of the Umber Hulk poison for Curly, and that is going to be my action. And I'm gonna. Oh, I guess I can't hold an action if I'm doing something, so that'll be it.
Make a medicine check.
Medicine.
Have you seen Curly's, I guess he was described to you, but okay.
Just to be safe, I want to not kill him. So
all right, normally the way that these inspirations work is...
well, you didn't tell me the result.
I didn't. No, but it's the result of the die, usually, is what it is. Before you roll.
Oh, I thought you can roll, see how you did, and then choose if you want to do it before the DM tells you the result.
Is that how it reads, or is it?
I think so. I think you
that's
can.
how normal inspiration works, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can roll, see what the result is, and decide to use it as long as it's before you know what the end result, if it's gonna pass or not. That's my.
Yeah, that's right. No,
interpretation
that's correct. I just read it. Yep. Okay, fair enough. So a total of 18.
Yeah.
Doing some rough calculations in your mind based on height weight ratio here, the BMI of Curly, you think you have enough to get him down. You're not as confident as to how long he'll be down for.
That's less worry.
But this is the Umber Hulk, correct?
Umber Hulk, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you have the dart primed.
Okay. That is my turn.
Sereth.
I will continue moving along the path. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I'm going to hang out here because I don't want to get too close.
Okay. Going off of your stealth roll, you're pretty quiet even with a barrel. As you get closer to the tent, depending on the situation, I may have you reroll stealth. But for the moment, it seems like everything is going all right. You're happy to see your good boy finally in person. Okay. Do you want to do anything for Lugo?
I guess I want to have him listen for any people that could be like stirring.
Okay. Another one with advantage. 16?
17. 16, yeah, 16.
No one seems to be stirring awake. Everything thus far has been very quiet.
Ready?
Scorn.
Boom.
With the barrel.
I gotta give you control of it. Oops.
Comes back. Shit, I forgot the barrel again. God damn it.
Yeah, he just walks back like, fuck. I knew I'm
Okay.
forgetting something.
You should be able to control that.
Yep.
All right. Barrel in hand. That ends Scorn's turn. Sam, you're up again.
Alright, since I know opening the flap is going to get light in, I'm going to open it as little as I can to get in there, and I'm going to look for Curly to respond. If Curly responds and looks over, I'm going to throw the dart at him.
Okay.
As I step into the tent, I want to throw the dart at him.
All right.
If he responds to me entering.
So you peel the flap back ever so slightly. Oh, by the way, do we want to rule your invisibility? Because you made an action last turn.
I didn't really. This is up to you. I'm considering breaking it now as soon as I throw the dart.
No, that will definitely happen. Let me read this because I said it works like the spell invisibility.
I thought it was at least for the spell invisibility. I think it's like attack rolls or something.
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So you did neither.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good. It's nice when they say it works like that I can just look at it. All right.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like if he reacts as I'm gonna throw it as I step in with the idea is that like I lose my visibility as I enter the tent.
Yep. Okay. The tent flap opens up. Light shines in a triangular, sort of illuminating a triangular portion of the tent. Luckily, away from the cot of Ian. But as soon as the light shines, Curly turns his eye and then turns his head towards you, turning to face you. And you let loose a surprise attack. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Now, you are within 5 feet, technically.
Am I?
Because you would be right here.
That's there. I would be within, and I am throwing it.
If you're in 5 feet, can you just stab him with it?
Yeah, if I'm within 5 feet, can I stab him with the dart instead?
You can go for a stab, but it would be it wouldn't be dex based, unless I guess you attack with dex, but it wouldn't be a ranged attack.
I do attack with dex, anyway. As a monk.
Okay. So then it would be whatever attack you would do with like a dagger or something.
With a dagger?
The question is though, does proficiency with a dart equate to proficiency with a dart in melee range?
What does a dart count as? I'll let you rule at it. It's a simple ranged weapon. I don't know how you want it. I do have proficiency with it because I have proficiency with simple weapons as a monk. But again, it's how you want to rule it because I'm using it as improvised dagger now. I
Yeah,
guess.
I think that's why I would rule without proficiency. 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, it's an improvised weapon, so no proficiency bonus. Page 146 of the player's handbook.
Yeah.
So because it's improvised, you lose your proficiency.
Dude, I'm just curious. I don't know this. Do monks have proficiency with improvised weapons, or I don't know. I know there's a feat for it, but
Yeah, I don't think they get it by default unless you have the
I don't
feat.
think they get it by default either. I just want to. I don't think so. I'm gonna go with probably not.
Okay, so it would just be a D20 plus 5 because it's
Yep,
dex.
plus your dex. Against Curly. His AC.
Oh, big roll.
Decent.
Okay,
That's
decent.
pretty good.
that will
That's
certainly
Good
hit.
for against AC.
Yeah, it's good. I think so. Yeah, nice. So it hits. So I
That will
stab him with it. As
Roll
I'm
damage?
As I'm walking in, so just a D4.
It's whatever your dart is.
What is the dart?
The
I think
dart
darts
is
like
a
D4s.
D4. So a D4 plus 5, right?
Yep.
Because it's
Mhm.
dex.
Oh, perfect.
That damage is non-lethal. Whether or not the poison will be non-lethal is
Yeah, he
up
needs to make a con save. Okay.
I hope to God he fails his con save.
We didn't account for the con saves.
That's very true.
All right. You watch as he turns to you and you stab him. You are behind him, so make another with advantage here, just in case it's a D20 or nat 20. Excuse me.
I'll just roll the d20.
Nope.
Punch him
I'll
Okay.
take the 13.
Yes. The 18. So you thrust it into his lower back, probably where his kidney is in that area. He
Oh, it's
turns,
filtered out of the way.
and right as he's about to speak, he falls forward, limp in your hands.
Yes. I'm gonna and as this happens, the flap closes behind me, right? So like
Yes.
I'm in the tent. Okay.
You are no longer invisible.
Yes. Can I do anything, or is that the end
So
of the turn?
that's your action. You have a bonus action.
And can I let him down gently on the ground as a bonus action, or would that be an action?
No, you can like let him down, sure.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna lay him down very gently onto the floor,
Okay,
as quietly as I can.
sure.
And
He
then I'll end my
is
turn.
lowered, kind of in a fetal position. He's a large man, in a fetal position at the base of your feet. Oh, I did something to your character. Hold on.
You deleted my initiative. Oh, there it is.
I have to. I was trying to get the status effect off. Okay. All right. That is the end of your turn. Sereth.
One down.
I'll put a little thing on his.
I'm going to hold my turn for Scorn to get here with the meat.
Okay.
Please.
Do you want to do anything with Lugo? Okay.
Okay.
There was no scream, so you wouldn't even know if Sam's in the tent or not yet.
Well, I
Right.
think he probably would
I
have seen
saw
the
him go
flap,
in.
but if you
No,
did, I
he's
was
invisible. I don't know. You said you kind of did it gently. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, sure. You might not have. You might
I
not
have
have.
no
That's
idea.
fine.
All right. This is
I'm not
Ian.
the smartest, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't know.
Okay. You should see Ian's nameplate. All right. You are in the tent, and you see around you a dim.
Who? Me? Or
Yeah,
what-
you.
what-
I'm talking to you. Sorry.
Oh,
You
is
see
it my
around
turn
you.
again?
Yes.
No. I'm just describing what you
Oh, okay.
see. Okay. You look around and you see the limp body of Curly. Ian sleeping. However, entering into this space and sort of being enclosed in it, you feel something's off. Okay, and Sereth, you were holding your action for what?
hold my action for Scorn to get here at the meat.
So you cannot hold an action that is outside of this round of combat. So
No,
being
can
that
I
you're
hold it
last,
Can I hold it until like and next?
you can't hold an action outside of the current round of combat. So if you're last, you can't hold for something.
You can't hold for another person. Oh, I guess, yeah, because you're last, because no one would go after you.
It won't end up mattering too much if you just
Yeah.
do nothing. It's like basically
Yeah.
the same thing.
It's basically the same thing. Except you won't be able to do something right when Scorn gets there.
I guess I do nothing.
Okay. Scorn.
I'm gonna get there.
Okay. Once again, after this threshold, you may have to roll stealth.
All right, and I'm gonna take out the meat as well.
Okay.
No, I won't take it out. I'll take it out when I'm closer, because I don't want the dogs like running over.
Sam.
Okay, yeah, when you said something's off, can I try to figure out what that is?
I'll let you decide what role you want to go with.
Investigation.
Okay.
You know instantly.
Nothing physical around you. There's no pressure plate. There's no secret like, false floor. No like weird mimic chest, which you've had experience with at this point. However, there's something in this room that is making you feel in danger. Your sixth sense is kicking in.
Okay, well, in lieu of being able to figure what that is now, I have to continue with the plan. So I'm going to take another dart and put the paralysis poison on it and dose that one for Ian.
Okay,
So
that will
I-
be action, yeah.
Yeah, that would be my action. Another medicine check?
Yep.
Okay. Nice. Killing it.
Okay. Sizing up
Killing it.
Ian, you feel pretty confident. With the investigation roll, because you rolled a nat 20, I'll lump in there. You have identified the location described to you by Sereth as to where Ian's book would be. It is not
Okay.
there in the cubby.
Okay.
All right.
I'll have to end my turn there.
Being that you end your turn there, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
No. Connor, you want to move like really close to me real quick?
Can't the dogs.
That's a rip.
Sam,
Big rip.
you feel your muscles lock up as you are held in place.
All right. Well, can't do anything at the moment.
Okay. You are considered paralyzed.
Nice.
Sereth.
Oh, it's. Oh yeah, that's me. All right. I will ask Scorn for one of the pieces of meat,
I will oblige.
and then I'm gonna.
But also, I'll point to my amulet and say, like, I got this. If you
Oh, right.
go ahead, if you want.
I'll have to do nothing again this turn.
Okay. Scorn.
All right, I'm gonna take out the meat.
Okay.
And
You're leaving the barrel, right? Or not leaving it, but kind of putting it
yeah,
down for.
putting it down there. Take out the meat. Move 5, 10.
Make a stealth check, please. You have your D6 from the wine.
Doesn't even need it.
Might as
I
well.
will take it though.
Okay, 22. Gingerly make your way forward, passing by the trunk of this tree, seeing in clear view, sleeping dog. It's like a wolf dog. It's big. It's a big dog.
20, 25. I will animal handle these dogs. I think
What of
they're
them
30.
sleeping?
This one is asleep. This one is gnawing on a bone.
I just want to put meat in front of both of them just to occupy them. Like,
If you
This
put
one-
meat down, they will definitely. Oh, I guess they. This one has to notice you because of the meat. This one is sleeping.
yeah, like
Um,
I just want to put the meat down so that they're
Mhm.
eating the meat and not worried about me.
Make an animal handling
Close
check
enough
with
so it doesn't wake
advantage.
up.
If it wakes up, it wakes up. It's eating. Like it.
Exactly.
So animal
Um,
handling with advantage.
All right.
So we got that good meat. Nice.
That 3D dice was nice because it was going to be a 1. The other one hit it. So that's
The
really
other one-
good
the
for
other
you.
one hit it.
That's pretty wild. Okay. This one wakes up and immediately looks at you and is about to, and then notices this nice chunk of meat. Place it down for both of them so they don't fight. And just
I
kind
also
of
have bones. I'll do both.
sure. They are happy. They're in their happy
They're,
place.
they're feasting.
Yeah, they're slopping it down. Does that end your turn?
Happy boy.
Yep, that's my turn.
Sam, while locked in this paralyzed state, you notice Curly isn't breathing.
Oh no.
Oh well. I mean, yeah.
However, I need you to make another con save.
Break it. Good roll. Oh, that's not bad.
Hey.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
If you
You
don't
only-
pass, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, I know. If I don't pass it, I'm in hella trouble.
Okay. You take 2 points of psychic damage, and you are no longer paralyzed. However, that was your action.
Yeah, I figured.
You have a bonus action and technically movement.
No longer paralyzed.
Can I check on Curly with my bonus action?
You can make a medicine check. All right, you get the idea. Just now, the poison set in, which means Curly was probably paralyzed by the same thing that paralyzed you as you stabbed him.
All right. Well. Is he not breathing? Like, is he like, or is it very
He-
faint?
No, it's like you cannot feel a pulse in this bonus action.
That's my turn, right? That's everything.
All right, Sareth, finally,
Finally, I can do something. It's been
I'm so
3
sorry.
turns.
you can hold your action.
Did I carry Scorn's barrel and use my but for half movement and then use my dash just to go like the 30 feet?
Yeah, you can carry both. You are
Like,
going
do,
to.
like, half movement.
I think I want to make sure. Does carrying something give you, like, carrying capacity give you disadvantage after a certain amount on stealth checks?
That is a good question to ask.
Okay.
It applies to people with 19 or lower strength.
That'd be a hilarious roll.
Yeah, so under a medium to heavy load, you incur disadvantage on stealth. So, or on dex saves. So I would say this is a medium load. One is light load for you as a 20. Because actually, how heavy
Then
do you
it's
think?
fine because that saves. I don't have to worry about that.
Well, no, I think it's dexterity check. I don't know. Hold on.
It said dex saves.
So a barrel is 70 pounds according to the handbook.
Oh, really? Empty oak barrels are 90 to 110 according to Google, but that's like real life.
We'll
If
go
the
with
book
70.
if the book says 70, let's go with that one.
So that's 140, and let me check the.
And my light load, I think you said 150.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Well, it might just be light enough.
Hold on, I have the link.
Walk over like the beer maid who has like
Yeah, like fucking like 20 pints.
carrying like 30 glasses in their
Yeah.
hands. Like, oh hey, what's up?
Perfect. This is what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, you are just in range by 7 pounds
Let's go,
Nice.
bulky
with a
girl.
DC 20 or not DC, a score of 20. So you just suffer movement, but you still need to make stealth.
Let's go.
You get the plus D6.
20. Do I still have the advantage from wearing the shoe things?
No,
that's
that
a
was one time.
use. But you have 2. I gave you 2.
You do have 2.
Yeah, I'll use it again.
Okay, you have advantage plus D6.
Stealth. Roll D6. Oof. That's 11, baby.
All right, I will roll for. Well, no, they have passive, so I don't need to roll. All right, you start to step forward. This person here stirs a little bit in their bedroll. And you can hear and see them shifting. Not quite awake yet, but maybe on their turn they may be awake. The dogs don't care about you at all. They definitely heard you. They looked over, but Scorn's kind of there, like, no, like throwing bones at them.
Look at that food. And they're like, oh yeah.
Will that end your turn?
I will move.
That's how it would work with Charlie.
Oh, I was here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'll just be right outside. And I'll ask Warren, are we going in?
I'm not.
Oh. We're waiting outside?
What?
Are we waiting outside?
No, we're going in to get the.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, I nodded.
Oh, I thought you said I'm not.
Oh.
I thought you said I'm not too.
Yeah, I was like, are we going in? You're like, I'm not. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, so Connor was like, what? The fuck?
Sorry.
I'm afraid of tents.
Been there, man.
Alright, so I go in the tent. I peek my head in. I'm like,
Are you gonna open the whole flap?
no, I said I want to peek my head in.
Okay. So you left the barrels there, right?
Yeah, I have the barrel just right outside it.
Peeking your head in, you see Sam is bent over Curly, trying to like assess him. Ian is fast asleep still.
Can I react to him?
To Sareth?
Yeah.
In what way?
Rather, just to be like, what 1 minute?
Sure.
Like, I'm not gonna say anything. I was gonna like the club.
I put my hand out to Scorn. Like,
Scorn puts his hand out to the dogs.
shut the fuck up, dogs.
Okay. Sareth's done. Scorn.
Would I have noticed that Sareth made a little bit of noise?
Yes.
Coming in. Can I look over to this person as like a bonus action?
You can just look. No bonus
okay.
action.
How do they look?
They are in the process of like lifting their head off of their cot and are like about to be looking over.
Okay. Really quick while oh man.
Umber Hulk. Poison. Drink this.
Sarah's saying wait, but like
Well, I can't say anything.
Sareth has been with the crystal.
all right. Before this person can lift their head to look, I want to get behind this crate and hide.
Make a stealth check. Yeah. You duck behind, get real low. You are invisible to the naked eye. Okay.
And is that an action to hide? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So
Hide is
Sareth,
okay.
you're not in the tent, right? You're right outside.
I'm half in the tent.
Oh,
Okay.
I would have said then before I left, like get in, like quick.
Well, I can't move until my turn.
Yeah.
I know. I just would have said that. That's all.
Okay, and you duck behind the crate. Sam, I need you to make a con save.
Another one? Oh my god. Fingers crossed.
You are paralyzed
Fuck.
yet again.
Oh no.
And you see
I'm within 10 feet.
Oh yeah.
you are. +4, you are not paralyzed.
Let's go!
However, you do notice with Sarah's stealth check, Ian starts to sit up.
That's okay. Already have the dart with the poison coated. I'm gonna fucking stab him with it.
Well, it's his turn.
Oh, does he have higher than a 14 initiative?
He has a 15.
Oh, then why'd I have to make a con save?
Well, that will be. I guess you're right. That's technically on the end of your next turn if you finish in here. Wait. Yeah, because damage is at the beginning. All right, but we'll carry that con save over if you end in there because that's fair. Okay. Ian will jostle awake. Kind of look at you in the darkness. Undo the dagger from underneath his pillow. And let me see. 1 sec. I'm going to pick what he does. All right.
Oh, I have
He will.
darts now.
Ooh.
What will he do?
Okay. He's going to cast. Oh, so much I could do here. But what would he do?
Monster.
He would do nothing. He'd go back to bed. I go, this is all just a dream.
You really think a bird person is in your tent with a dagger above you?
It's a dart. It's not even a dagger. That makes it even
So-
crazier. Who stabs someone with a dart?
Okay. Yep, he'll do it. You
No, he
watch
won't.
as he begins to say an incantation. Sareth, are you doing anything?
I don't have a reaction to stop it. I don't have counterspell.
You don't.
I
Okay.
have dispel magic.
You watch as his form turns into mist
He's gonna misty step away.
as he 30
He has
feet,
to be able
right?
to see where he's going.
He has to be able
Yeah,
to see though.
he has to be able
Yeah,
to see
well,
where he's going.
the flap is open from Sareth.
Oh,
Uh,
the flap's not
but
open.
she's in it, though.
My head is in the flap. You can't.
I don't know if we're gonna nickel and dime that. I mean, the flap is open,
I
right?
can say with confidence, if we tried to do this, you'd
We've
say
been nickeled and dimed
I
before.
can say with absolute confidence, if we tried to do this, you would say no.
So your argument is that you have it pulled so tightly around your body that you cannot see out of it. That's your
Say it
argument?
overlaps. My head is coming through it. It's not like a door that's wide open. I poke my head through it. It's open enough just for me to put my head through.
So you're
can't-
saying there is
30
no
feet
way
down.
around your head in which he could see out of the tent.
He sees what, like a little slit. Then he would pop up like right here. Then
Okay, he'll do
He
that.
he would be able to go 30
He just-
feet away.
That's
He'd
that's
pop
fair.
up maybe
I
behind.
he just wants to get out. So at any sliver of light he can find, he's going to use. So I think it would be fair if he appears right behind you, and then you technically would get an attack of opportunity. Although you're not in melee,
But
like
not with Misty Step, right? Misty
Yeah, no,
Step
not
doesn't
not
do
with
it.
Misty Step.
no,
You
I'm
don't-
saying he's going to try and run away from you.
Oh yeah, after he lands, then yes, Sareth would.
So that's a bonus action. So he's just going to do that. He's going to pop up behind you. So right in this square. And then that's a bonus action. And so he can use a second level spell or lower.
Yes, that was our goal.
He will then cast Mage Armor. And then run. So you have an attack of opportunity, Sareth.
All right.
Go ahead and roll.
I don't have a weapon out, so. That was with advantage.
So 17 with the Mage Armor will miss.
Wait, was it advantage or disadvantage?
No, it was.
It wasn't supposed to be an advantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then he will run 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Aha.
30. And he will shout, "Intruders! Intruders! Intruders!" And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Bro has
had-
Bro has a 20 dex.
You had to walk into the tent, Connor.
The plan was to capture.
I was gonna let you know when to go into the tent.
Didn't say that.
Well, how did you think it was gonna work? You're just gonna randomly show up at fucking 12 seconds after I enter the tent? You think that's enough time?
Yes.
Let's
Do we want to
We all-
continue? It's 9:30. We can continue.
we all messed up.
No, it's okay. I mean, I couldn't stop it because that would have been metagaming. I'm just saying.
I forgot the barrel, and you could have also dosed up the daggers on your way, or the darts on your way.
Yeah, I probably should have done that. That
So
was
we all
my bad. But if Connor just waited one more turn,
I mean, he would have yelled anyway.
not if I did paralysis on him. He got up because you opened the tent.
Oh, he
Your
got up
stealth
because
roll.
I moved from where I was. Back from where Lugo was.
Yeah, no, he didn't get up from Sarah opening the tent.
Oh, okay. I guess he would have moved.
That
anyway.
was from out here.
But then he
the
wouldn't have been
11.
able to Misty step out.
No, I think the tent would have been closed. Yeah.
That's okay. We'll still get him. He can't run away from me. I'm fucking 3 times as fast as him.
That's
Okay.
true. Yeah.
It'll just be a little bit messier, but it's alright. We got Curly though, even though Curly's probably gonna die.
I mean,
That's all.
I was gonna take Curly.
Yeah, I know, but he's just not breathing at the moment.
There's that little issue if he's not breathing.
You got any lay on hands left?
Well, I have the antidote.
Yeah.
True.
Diamonds.
We actually do have a diamond, but I
Oh
wouldn't
my
man.
god.
Imagine spending a diamond on Curly.
I wouldn't spend a diamond on Curly, but
That's
I have the antidote, which we could.
I need to know what's up with him though. I might spend a diamond. If it was up to me, I would.
It's okay though. It's all right. I mean,
I-
look, what's gonna happen? I already have my next move figured out.
I would
Alright.
hate to see him go, but you never know. This is the game.
Look,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna try to keep him alive, but if he dies, he dies.
Doesn't be alive.
Look, that was the risk we made. What was the DC for the Umberhold poison? I rolled pretty well on that.
He made the save, or he did make the save. Excuse me.
Right, but it's just it's not lethal. It's just paralysis and blindness, right? Or I thought I did the dose to make it non-lethal. That was the 18 medicine check.
Yeah, no, the medicine check was to see how close you can like skirt the line, but
Yeah, I was
knows?
just wondering what was that save? Did I still fail it with an 18? Is that why he's dying?
I'm not gonna tell you. You have to see what happens.
All right, well,
All you know is that you gather the paralysis did not originate from the Umber Hulk. It started, and that's perhaps why he succumbed, right?
yeah, but he got the Umberhold poison now.
Yeah.
I think what's going on is like if he's already paralyzed by this like outside source, maybe the dosage that you gave him would have been fine, but now it's too much because he's paralyzed. I don't know.
Maybe
Anyway, like the interaction between them could be.
it could be.
Question
I don't
is, what happens when you have more than one wine?
Yeah.
The world will never know. Well,
Darn and Amara will test it for you. I was like, there's no way Connor's letting this happen.
I was like, no, we can't use Connor parents as guinea pigs. I was like, we can't do that.
No.
We're just
Can
letting
we?
them live their best lives.
I was like, I mean,
Yeah.
if Connor's cool with it, you know.
That's why I said it. I wasn't just gonna do it.